Hey guys, so welcome back again to the world of Clash of Clans here over YouTube. Alright, so here we are again, and as you can see, our CC is all set up over here, and we can directly attack right now, and we can push up for our trophies and loot as well. Alright, we'll look into it first, and then we'll move further. Alright, let's begin with. Alright, that is the good lane to attack. We can easily win this, but there is not so much loot, so we need loot as well. Alright, this can also be taken, but loot is not that so much. Okay, it is a balanced clan, balanced villa as well. But I am trying to find something more powerful over here. Alright, this can be considered as a good piece of winning. Gold is okay. Alright, what do you say? We can take this easily. And taking this will surely help us for more. Now I can tell you how to do this and what to do this. Alright, so let's begin from here. Let's put it here. Matcha queen here. Alright, it is in the right direction right now. Let's put him here and alright, so let's see here. This electro would need us. Alright, so here it is. Oh, and little bit of a sorry for the music too. That's really okay. Actually, even I was so much engaged with the game, so I forgot to see that too. Alright, he's not gonna make it. Let's see if he can. Yes, he can. Let's help him. Alright, so that's it from our side. Let's see what can be done else. We can deploy some skeleton troops as well. I would prepare for here. That was good. What do you say in next 12 seconds? How much they can do? It is not that so much possible. And rest is done. They were slow close. Alright guys, so 1,86,802 of gold, 68,990 of 90 of elixir, 1,421 of dark elixir plus 7 of the trophies with 94% of the bonus too. Alright. Alright, so it has asked somewhat more about the same. Our whole army is under progress and they are all training. We can donate some if somebody is looking for. Okay, they are looking for 3 balloons. We need to train it. We can give freeze and our siege machine too. Let's send 3 balloons, 1 wall breaker here. Here is the next army for us, all set. Let's give a wall breaker. Okay, we have given order of it. Pekka, a goblin, and an electric spell. So a goblin, a Pekka. Let's build an electric spell out of somewhere. Alright, so here it is. And what else is being looking? Another electric spell with an electro. Alright, so let's put an electro under training with another electric spell. Alright, so we are done with this, and let's see. Okay, nobody else is looking for anything, so that's all for our donation purposes. Now let's train for our next training work. Here it is actually. For training, I would like you to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 5 of the headhunters, 5 of the healers, 7 of the wizards, 1 golem. I was thinking as a new unit over here that would later be used as a more powerful asset for us. Alright, so that's it. It's done for us. Let's see if we got some of our units trained. We can put more of the Valkyries to be trained over here. Here we are. Now all we need to do is, and all I wanted to do was, hey Sebi, thank you so much for that. I know it's a level 1, and the new thing what I was thinking about is the whole new
from that war. I'm going to hand you over to our man at the telestrator. It's Carbon Finn.
Thank you so much, Banks. Yes, we're going to be breaking down Diff's attack here.
And this is what I was trying to tell you.
Lalo. We've seen Zap Lalo coming in many times here in the World Finals because it is so strong. And you're going to notice in this attack, he's going to take a poison spell into this hit because he's not.
Let's increase the quality over here.
Not going to take out that clan castle. We've got the poison spell here, but what is he going for? This lightning is going to be used here to look at the damage right there on the queen. She almost went down there, but he did take down a key defense, which was the scatter.
I was waiting for it for so long.
The Royal Champion to help clear this section towards 3 o'clock. Plus, she gets 1 hit off, can help take down that queen right there. Single goes down, 1 hit, down goes the queen. But what we have to really notice is what is he trying to get with his heroes, the king and the queen? Well, he's going to set up his heroes to try to charge in and get this value down here. There's the other scatter shot, plus he's going to be able to take out that clan castle. He does have the 1 poison. The ice golem is going to tank, and the queen takes care of the headhunters. But what we do want to notice next is, okay, once this section goes down, what's the next key thing you have to fly into? Well, the Town Hall and the Eagle Artillery. We have the Eagle Artillery on the left, the bottom side down here, and we have the Town Hall towards the top side. So which way do you fly? Do you fly into the Eagle or do you fly into the Town Hall? Well, in this scenario where you'll only get 1 attack, if you fly to the Eagle, you're taking a huge risk. And now he's going to fly actually into the Town Hall because he needs to ensure that the Town Hall goes down to secure the 2-star. But where is he going next? So he's dropping the balloon, and then he's trying to pinpoint this sweeper with the stone slammer, because what you want to do when you're flying around is you want to come in at that edge that he took out this whole portion. Imagine it like a circle, like a clock, and you want to come in from the edge, and you want to move your way in from a Lalo around the base. And the stone slammer was able to take down that sweeper. But now what's the biggest threat remaining? Well, we have a Royal Champion still up, and then that Eagle Artillery as well. But he's going to end on the Eagle Artillery. But notice also something. He still has a few back end balloons. Those are super important because of the Wizard Tower that is still standing. He can now drop that balloon, distract it, so that the rest of the balloons that come in to help go towards that Wizard Tower are distracted and they won't get hit by the splash damage. So it was a very nice job right there. Was able to take out the Royal Champion, finished on the Eagle. It is a little risky, but it's a scenario like this where you only get one attack. You definitely want to fly into the Town Hall to secure that 2-star at least. But he ended up getting the triple here for Tang. An incredible job, and what a performance from them. They will be advancing. Now we're going to be jumping to the next war between Nishan Dance and Queen Walkers.
I'm joined by Sue from Nichang Dance. Welcome to the 2020 World Finals. First of all, how are you feeling?
这是我非常的兴奋，也很渴望在世锦赛的舞台上有个人良好的表现。
Well, you defeated HT Family in the final of your qualifier by a percentage. Now, they've been voted in as a wildcard vote. So, how would you feel facing them again?
HT Family 是一个很强的部落，他也跟我们一样来自中国部落，所以我们我们很高兴看见他们通过外卡再次进入总决赛的舞台，也很期待再次跟他们交手。
Well, I'm sure we'll all be really excited to see that if that does indeed happen. But your recent war against Alternate Attacks in the SA Cup, you guys did lose, but obviously they're in the World Finals. So would you like to face them again to exact your revenge?
ATN 在我们心目中是认为他们是世界第一的一个部落，他们确实很强。 我们那一次侥幸赢他们，然后他们的队长也跟我们说，期待在总决赛的舞台上再次相遇，然后来一场精彩的表演。
Well, again, another war that I cannot wait to see. And speaking of incredible wars, your first matchup is against Queen Walkers. Now, I'm giving every clan the opportunity to say this. What would you like to say to Queen Walkers ahead of the World Finals?
Queen Walker 也是一个很强的部落，我们已经做好准备了，我们有信心第一轮就击败他们。
Ooh, fighting talk. That's what I like to hear ahead of the World Finals. Thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see Nichang Dance competing this weekend.
好的，谢谢。
I'm now joined by Yuta 14 of Queen Walkers. Welcome to the 2020 World Finals. How does it feel to hear that?
去年とね2年連続で出れるのはすごく光栄なことですし、去年初戦負けしたリベンジっていうのをね果たしていきたいと思います。
Well, you secured the 6th golden ticket in style, fighting out of the lower bracket to go on and defeat INTZ, and it was absolutely electric. And we all saw the video. Can you please explain that moment to us?
前回、星3つ以外は絶対負けという状況だったので、その場面で全開っていうのが生まれたので、みんな本当に感動して飛び上がったような最高の瞬間でした。
Well, it was absolutely amazing to see, and I'm sure the community absolutely loved it as well. But you've had to refocus quite quickly because the 6th qualifier wasn't actually that long ago. So what have you actually been focusing on improving as a clan?
やっぱり時間が本当にないので配置が非常に大変でした。まだ正直満足できるレベルではないと思っています。
Well, it was such an impressive qualifier that you managed to come out on top of. But your first war of the World Finals, we're going to focus on that now, is against Nichang Dance. Do you think that you are prepared enough to go up against them?
はい。8月の ESL では僕たちが負けて優勝したのがニチャングダンスだったので、その分のリベンジっていうのを果たしていきたいと思います。
Well, I've been giving all of the clans an opportunity to say something to their first opponent going into the World Finals. So what would you like to say to Nichang Dance?
お互いベストを尽くして最高の試合をしましょうと伝えてほしいです。
Best of luck to Queen Walkers and yourself going into this weekend's World Finals.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carbon, for breaking down that attack. And it's time for our final two clans to take the plunge into the World Finals. The standard has never been higher. So I have two more casters joining me in the studio. It is the Mohawk-wearing prediction jinxing duo. It's Bash and Lady B. So, Bash, I'm going to come to you first. Nishang Dance and Queen Walkers. Queen Walkers have had potentially the upper hand because they won the 6th live qualifier in the current meta on the main stage. Do you think that gives them an upper hand?
I think having like that fresh experience definitely helps out, but I don't know about an upper hand. It's a 5v5 one-hit format. Anything can happen.
And Lady B, securing the golden ticket was such an ordeal throughout these months for our clans. How do they step it up another level for their finals performances?
Get a 4th star, or, which that can happen, go for the defense. Defense is so critical in these finals, and we're actually seeing it work through, which I'm pleasantly surprised. I think many of the viewers at home and myself and my co-casters expected to see some blowout, dominating, high-star wars. We have seen defenses holding, and that is big.
It's been really interesting to see the defenses coming in, as we're going to have GYY going in on Gaku's base to get us started, and this war is underway. And Lady B, we got some Electro Dragons.
Electro Dragons are something that can really help push through if it ever comes to a time factor. We've talked about that before. We're starting off, so we're way preemptive to even talk about that. But that is one thing that I always think of when I see E-Drags, because the tone was set from HG family with those minute and 41-second E-Drag attacks. I like that he started it off with the Sneaky Goblins to help shape up some of the funnel here, and now we've got that pathing down. Now, similar to Dragon attacks, we want to see that straight line of Dragons, E-Drags working their way through with the Stone Slammer sailing across to help come into the Town Hall.
Everything pushing right in here, and you're right, these E-Dragons will fly right on through. You don't have to do a massive setup with like a Queen Charge or anything like that. Yeah, set a little funnel, send the E-Drags, and take down the Town Hall. First star is secured for GYY, and we're well underway in this attack.
Yeah, this has got a lot of zappable value, and as we get past the core and C, we can see how closely connected these structures are, particularly the defenses, which helps him path his way through. But the use of the King blocking for the Queen, doing that tanking, allows her to hang on to this ability and do more work. But can you believe the Stone Slammer is still hanging on here?
This attack is not only overpowering this base, but look how fast. We're a minute 30 into the attack, and it's almost over. Such a quick triple for GYY of Nishang Dance, starting us off with that epic 3-star with the Electro Dragons. You gotta love that if you're Nishang Dance.
And the Swag Queen. This is a solid start, similar to what we saw with alternate attacks, coming through calm, cool, collected, bringing in the swag and throwing down those 3 stars. Now they look pleasantly, I wouldn't say surprised. They just look collected. They look calm, cool. They're doing fine, chilling like cucumbers. But we have to see how Queen Walkers are going to turn around and answer that. Queen Walkers is a team that many know, and they are the favorites to win this one. So Stadra going for the witches.
They're heavily favored in the community poll, but Stadra's going to have to respond after the epic 3-star Queen Walkers all together there, wearing their masks, being safe out there. You'll love to see it. And he's going to go ahead and zap and quake out that Expo, the scatter shot. A lot of value right there. And a lot of times we see these Super Witches just go right in at the Town Hall compartment. Going to let this Warden funnel just a little bit, and we'll see all these Super Witches and those big boys bouncing through the middle of this base.
Yeah, there's nice value from the start coming through, because we can see how it's shaped up, narrowed out the pathing quite a bit as he works his way to the Town Hall. And he's going to have an easy loop around. When we talk about witches, the style bases that you typically see the players go for are these open wall bases, because it gives you so much to push your way around, and you bring 1 or 2 jumps just to get connected inside the base. You have a few things on the outside edge, and you can really set it. But Woody said it earlier today, the biggest struggle against witches, super witches, is the time factor. So he gets moving with 2 minutes straight to the Town Hall, gets hung up a little bit on the Hound here, but he's got a great start.
This is off to an amazing start. Jump Spell is going to go ahead and give him access to that single target Inferno and that scatter shot there on the left-hand side as the Queen's walking in there. That Siege Barracks getting ready to expire, so we'll see Clan Castle troops. A lot of times we'll see like Hogs or a nice little bit of support. Look at that freeze spell on the single. We see Valkyries, 5 Valkyries coming out of that Siege Barracks to support these witches and perhaps try to speed this attack up. As you mentioned, time always a factor with the Super Witches.
Definitely a factor with them. Queen, I'm a little bit worried about because I think we're going to have to see her ability used earlier than he wants to, but this is moving along at a good pace. Both scatters are down. We just have the Eagle to get to, and the Super Witches are right there, and it's all about cleanup. We do have the single targeting Inferno that is firing up, but we've got the Royal Champion to come in, and the Seeking Shield that is going to get this taken down. Time is looking like it's completely on his side here.
That's right. Getting to the back end of the base here, the Royal Champion taking down that compartment, and it's really, we just got to get to that Tesla farm near the bottom of the base, which we have the Royal Champion stuff. We still have the Queen's ability working through here, and plenty of witches and big boys. This should get there, but the time issue, it's going to actually be close as 80% and only 34 seconds remain.
Yeah, the Queen's hanging on to this ability. We've got the big boys doing tanking, which is going to help with his Tesla farm, but he's got to get through this storage. The storage is going to hold things off just a little bit. It's good that he's been able to reserve the Queen ability. That's what I was worried about. This extra power here with the archers is going to help clear things out, especially as those big boys tank. 9 seconds left, and Stadra comes through and throws down the 3-star banks.
We were expecting to see some big numbers put up in this war, and they are not disappointing so far. 2 attacks on the board and 2 triples. Nichang Dance and Queen Walkers are level pegging going into their second attack bash.
Back to back. This is the war we've been waiting for, guys. These teams are gonna bring the hype, bring the intensity, and you love to see it. We'll see if Nichang Dance can keep that momentum going into Li Feng's attack here, as he's gonna go in against Stadra, and he's got a little bit of everything in here. What is he using? We got P.E.K.K.A.s, we got Yetis, we got witches. What is going on with this attack, Lady B?
I would almost say a Noah's Ark, but he doesn't have 2 of everything. But he's going with the Yeti P.E.K.K.A. bow, which we did see earlier today as well. I mean, if a base is asking for bringing in those P.E.K.K.A.s, you bring them. They add a little bit of extra tank. You get the Yetis that help with their Yetimites, a little bit of the witches on the outside, but the key thing here is the bowlers. The bowlers need some tank so they can get that bounceable value, which we're going to see once they get past the scatter shot chambers here, where you have the buildings a little bit closer connected. But it's all about the funnel. It's all about getting inside this base with a double layer wall break and a jump. He's got his way set and in place to get to the town hall.
Li Feng going with almost a hybrid smash here, using a Yeti smash and a P.E.K.K.A. smash all together here to make these work. Getting that nice jump spell, getting access right into that scatter shot, and everything's going to work over towards that town hall. Still has the Headhunter in hand with the Royal Champion and a super wall breaker. I like the way this one's shaping up. I was a little bit curious about it, but it is off to a strong start. Just got to get to that Eagle in the back end.
Yeah, those P.E.K.K.A.s add a lot of firepower to the lead. We see it with the Siege Barracks. When you drop the Siege Barracks, you have that helping to come out. We've got more Valks coming out of the Siege Barracks as well. We saw that in the earlier raid, helping with the cleanup here, but we still have to get through the last remaining chambers where we have an Eagle that is still firing down. And the Royal Champion is being reserved at this point to come in and help snipe things off. I do notice a Lonely Giant all the way on the top, 12 o'clock side of the base. This would be a good opportunity to drop that Royal Champ with some tanking allowed, but he's not doing that quite yet.
But we got still quite a bit of forces up here. This attack, it looked like a hodgepodge of everything, but really this worked really nicely. The P.E.K.K.A.s and Yetis used in combination to tank here. Now Royal Champion's going to come in and help finish off these defenses, and this is looking like another 3-star for Nichang Dance. Li Feng getting the job done for his squad and putting them back in the lead with another 3 stars back to back for Nichang Dance. You gotta love it.
These 3 stars, I think they heard me say that, defense was pretty predominant this time around. They're like, nope, we're going to throw in the triples. We're bringing them through. And Nishang Dance not disappointing on this one. Now, they did take us all by surprise in the August qualifiers when they came through with a fairly dominating performance, and they're meeting up again with some similar players here with 11 Original and with HT Family that they faced off against there.
They did have that dominating performance in that qualifier. They went straight through. They didn't lose anything, showed everyone what they were about, and got their ticket to the World Championships. And you see it reflected in this war. They are about that business. They're bringing the pressure. They're bringing the hype. And Gaku is going to have to respond for Queen Walkers. What are you bringing to the table, Gaku? Let's check it out. Oh, baby, we got us a Queen Charge hybrid.
He's not only bringing the hybrid, he is bringing a big smile. I'm so glad to see them happy, relaxed, enjoying being here. This is the World Championship Finals. This is a huge event that we get to watch, and it's an honor for these teams and players to participate in. So I'm glad that he's able to enjoy this while it's going on. Now the Queen charging her way in to take on the scatter shot, looking to shape up the base, but I do notice that he's actually using the natural path of the core of this base, which is voided out with the walls, to shape it up.
He did a great job there. One headhunter came in and took down that enemy queen and helped out with the enemy king, so his queen was able to stay up through there, and here comes that king.
हेड पर डाल दिया, इनको टारगेट कर लिया, बिल्कुल सही जगह पे जंप कर डिप्लॉय कर, फ्रीज कर डिप्लॉय कर दी। किंग को अभी तक जिंदा रखा है। यहाँ पे देखो नीचे की साइड पे किंग एसडी और जो पूरा हाइब्रिड है वो पूरा हाइब्रिड इनका जाएगा टावर के ऊपर। भाई देख के लग रहा है कि ये ट्रिपल हो जाएगा। बहुत पावरफुल अटैकर ही था।
For the Queen charge portion, has to quickly drop down those healers just to get the Queen safely through. The freeze comes down just in time.
Wow. Oh, man, that made me nervous. Sue hesitated on the healers, and the Queen was distracted on that army camp there. She almost went down, or at least forced the ability, and poisoned out that super minion. And this Queen's going to look to charge towards that northern portion of the base. Baby Dragon going to clean up this trash, should have no problem clearing out everything down there at that 6 o'clock position. And here we go. Oh my goodness, that Queen steps right into that one tile opening, and she's going to have access to everything if he can. Oh my goodness, the wall breaks right open, Lady B.
Oh, that's a great position for this Queen. She can pick up so much in this side, and we can already see how it's shaping up. And that Baby Dragon down at 6 o'clock is going to continue on to pick up some additional cleanup and storage, which is necessary for hybrids. When you're doing hybrid attacks, you have to think about the time factor, which is typically why you want your Queen to survive as well. So if you can do any cleanup along the way while the Queen is going on, it puts you in a much better position. But still trying to work this Queen through, get her in towards that multi-targeting Inferno section. We do have the hybrid down and around now, and the King has to keep them pushed inside this base.
A little bit of a precarious king drop rather, as he kind of went inward and didn't really funnel the outside. If the miners just get one of those buildings on the outside, they're going to go around the base. But it looks like we get the miners and the hogs right up the middle here. We do have the royal champion, that scattershot, doing some massive work. Queen finally has to force her ability to take down that enemy king. But man, this one is fading fast in the core. Sue is just fighting to keep his troops alive.
This royal champion is trying to hang on too. She got forced to the outside. Typically, you want to see her working behind your hogs and your miners. A lot of times when you're using your heroes with these troops, you want them to be tanked forward because you want to allow them the opportunity to keep their abilities for the very end of the raid. While we still have the miners going on, not having the royal champion, not having the queen is really going to make this continue to suffer. But for Yuta, this is going to be a great defense and something that can help turn them back around here.
But remember, that misstep from Queen Walkers was a low 2-star. Sue's working this up towards that 85% mark. He still does have 2 balloons. Was trying to see if that air defense would go down, but not going to get too much more, but still going to put them, even if Queen Walkers can respond with a 3-star, Nisha and Dance will be up highly on percentage as that balloon drops down and takes down 2 more buildings. You love it. Oh my goodness. Valiant effort there for Sue from Nisha and Dance, Blakey.
Yeah, Sue definitely has to be proud about the percentage here. Like you mentioned, it is something that could come back into play here. It could come into their favor, but for Queen Walkers, we could still potentially see more defenses coming around. Just because a team comes in with fire throwing down a triple doesn't mean they're going to continue on that path. A lot of this game too can be strategy about how you throw in your players, who's going to go in first to try and get that psychological motivation going. And Stars is a star hitter here. We know from the 6th qualifier hitting at 100% hit rate for Queen Walkers, looking to do the same with the Zapquake Lalo.
He was a huge factor in getting his squad into this World Championship, as you mentioned, going perfect in that qualifier. And he's looking to bring his team back and make it near even here. Zapquake Lalo going to go in. I love this entry of the Zapquake Lalo. Going to go ahead and take out the clan castle and get all the surrounding buildings down. I thought we may see the triple quake go on the town hall here, but elects to not get the town hall down. Sometimes we'll see that triple quake weaken up the town hall, and then the world champion will come in and finish it off. But we don't quite see that there. Maybe with the single target Inferno, he elected to go with more of a hero dive towards the town hall.
Looks like the King's going to try and take on a lot of damage by taking down that scatter shot with the Queen, busting straight through the royal champion, helping her out. But we have the single targeting Inferno to worry about, and a Troll Tesla that pops up on the outside. He does have a freeze, and the Queen is just out of range. So this is a lot of value. Unfortunately, the King did not get what he wanted to see out of that. That scatter shot remains. So this means adjusted pathing, and we still have that single targeting Inferno up that's going to wind up on the tail end of this raid.
He's working his Stone Slammer right in towards that scatter shot, so the scatter shot will go down without issue, but that scatter shot will now be weakened as it had to be redirected here, and we're going to have that Lalo come in from that like 10, 11 o'clock position and fly right through the base. We do still have that enemy Queen in that first compartment, but we have those 2 headhunters, which could be used in tandem with the Warden ability to take down that Queen. And here we go, Lady B. This attack is well underway, and we're flying through.
Freezes up the multi. He knows that is a huge issue for his loons coming in, and a perfectly placed tornado trap keeps them from working their way through that haze. They do finally get there, but tons of air traps come out. He does manage to get it down, supports with additional loons coming through, but he's still got the scatter shot to worry about on the back end, but he's got a freeze and a haste.
The headhunters did not get the Queen down. The minions and lava pump's going to try to finish it off. Scatter shot gets frozen, and here we go with that haste. This is a crucial haste. If this scatter goes down, Stars should secure the 3-star for the Queen Walkers squad. Stars coming in clutch yet again with a beautiful recovery on this Lalo portion.
This was what they need. They need this motivation coming through the 3-star to get them hyped to start pulling in more triples and see if they can get it done. But it still needs to wind up on defense here, Banks.
Right, you are, Lady B. The stars are level pegging, so now it is all about that percentage race for now. Nishang Dance slightly ahead in that percentage difference, but Queen Walkers being able to get that triple just means that they can now relax a little bit and maybe just focus on what they need to do. Isn't that right, Bash?
That is right. They need a big defense here. Nishang Dance still well up on percentage, as we see here, with the 96% average destruction versus the 90.7 of the Queen Walkers. So Queen Walker's going to look for a big defense, as we're going to have Tien attacking for Nishang Dance next, going up against Stars, the MVP. We got the MVP rematch right here going against each other. Oh, I love this. Build up the hype. Let's go. Tien, what do you have for us?
I think he might be a little bit angry about that triple that came through, looking to get some revenge here and coming in with the Zapquake Dragon. We've got 8 lightning spells plus the 1 quake, and this is because we've got the Queen right inside the Warden aura, so this gives her a little extra health power. He actually gets her right outside of that zone, so he can spare this additional lightning spell.
Very good read right there. We do have the Royal Champion coming in, trying to get as much value as possible, setting up the pathing very nicely here for the Dragons. They do have a few balloons and those sneaky goblins, which we've seen in previous attacks, just used on those higher hit point buildings to set the funneling and set the pathing so the Dragons don't get caught on those storages.
This is a lovely start here, and that zap, that lightning spell down with the Royal Champion, her Seeking Shield, clearing out a huge chunk of this base to start off a nice, clean dragon path.
And look at this pathing right towards the Town Hall. It's basically a breadcrumb path right into the Town Hall. Let's see what you got, Tien. Can you finish this one off?
I like that he's going to reserve these heroes a little bit further up to the base for the cleanup, because he does have a fairly narrow push here. We're going to see the blitz sailing across through the Warden aura to try and make its way to the Town Hall, but we've got the split of the drags and unfortunately stuck here a little bit in that tornado trap. They do manage to make their way in, and here comes the push. Sending in the blip. The Warden ability will keep everything alive and well, and because it passed it well through, he did not need to force it right off the bat, waiting just as they make that contact there.
The Warden ability being able to be held through that Giga Bomb was massive. Tien, great read, seeing that no Seeking Air Mines were coming up to take out his blimp or those dragons, so was able to hold on to that ability, and this is looking really, really nice for Nishang Dance. All he has to do is get through this final compartment, and he's going to have a triple in his hands.
Look at these heroes. He held them so long until the dragons got there, which gives him even more firepower as he works his way through this scatter shot. The dragons can take on that fire, especially when you've got them in so many counts full. And the Queen, we may just even see her hang on to this ability, though I don't think he wants to risk it. I think
You gotta go, Lady B. You gotta get that time moving. We've talked about that before, especially in these close wars. Use that Queen's ability and finish off this storage and get this base destroyed. Tien gonna get the triple for Nishang Dance and put them back in front. Uses the Queen ability right there at the end.
I'm telling you, they're not swagging this. They're not taking any risks here, because why would you risk it when it's coming so close to the wire? They can see Queen Walkers are trying to find their opening, but Nishang Dance is denying it at this point.
Great. The best way to beat them on percent is don't let them catch up. And if you get 3 stars, they can't get more than 100%. Nishang Dance with that commanding lead. Queen Walkers have to triple here. They have to respond with the 3-star being so far down on percent. Look at the team celebrating. It's going to be the one and only Klaus coming in, trying to get the 3-star for the Queen Walkers, going against Unix base here. Klaus, can you get it done with the Lalo? Look at this. We got a regular golem in there, Lady B.
We do have a regular golem. He's going for a big push. When you see that level 10 tanky golem, you know, and the wall wrecker combination, you know he wants to go for a massive hero dive here in towards the town hall. Now, Klaus, I do want to remind everyone at home watching, he hit at a 100% hit rate in the 6th qualifiers. So he's looking to come in and continue this push for Queen Walkers to try and make their way through safely in this first day. We've got the heroes lined up, and again, look how far across they are from the town hall. That wall wrecker needs to work its way in. So that's a long line drive in. That golem doing the tanking he needs to see.
Here comes that wrecker. I'm trying to figure out what we're going with here. The wrecker's going to push in right towards that scatter shot. Okay, I see what you're doing, Klaus. I'm picking up what you're putting down. King and Queen going to get down that Eagle Artillery. And look at this base. It is getting gutted right now. King's ability will help take down that Royal Champion. The Queen will go ahead and work through there. And this is also a strong start with the Tornado Trap getting pulled now.
Yeah, the tornado trap got pulled. I was a little bit worried about what was coming out because it held off the wall wrecker just a little bit. Managed to get down the scatter shot, clear out a huge portion of this base now, and we've got a line drive straight to the town hall for the Lalo pathing. We've got the push coming in. 22 loons still at his disposal to wrap around the base, and the warden needs to step up to the plate because as he pushes into the town hall, this is where we need to see the Eternal Tome.
38% on that opener from the heroes, wall wrecker and golem combination. Nice freeze on the town hall to make sure it doesn't take those balloons down. He still has an extra poison in his hand, and here we go with the haste spell, getting those balloons moving through with the Warden's Eternal Tome. He's got a lot of units still up. This is looking really good for the Queen Walkers, keeping them alive, coming in with a great attack here from Klaus.
Oh, so clean, and the haste down to get them through the air defense, the multi-targeting infernos, and a quick sweep through all these single targeting defenses that remain. And with this many loons there, it's not an issue to get through. Cleanup is down and around, the minions and pups swarming this base, plus we've got the warden alive helping to snipe things off.
Lady B, it's a balloon parade, and these balloons gonna clean up the remaining structures on the outside of this base. Excellent setup on this attack from Klaus. Great read, and that's what we see from these experienced teams, reading the bases, knowing what they need to do, and making it work, making it happen. That opener was incredible. I love to see it, and he's gonna finish it off with the 3-star here. But remember, Queen Walkers still down on percentage though, Banks.
Yes, these are the kinds of wars that we were expecting to see at this stage of the World Championships. We come into the World Finals weekend, and it's just triple after triple after triple. Nishang Dance and Queen Walkers going toe-to-toe. But yes, like you just mentioned, Bash, Queen Walkers are going to need Nishang Dance to slip up because they're ahead in percentage. So if this remains a triple war, then Nishang Dance are going to be going through to tomorrow's winner's bracket.
This is such an intense war, Lady B. This is what we've been waiting for all day. I am so excited for these final 2 attacks.
I am too. This is where we want to see these teams hitting a 3-star, brings it to a 14-star count, getting in those high stars that we were hoping to see this war. It's anyone's at this point, but a 3-star will secure it for Nishang Dance. The pressure is on Eunuch as he comes in with more Zap Quake Lalo, going directly over at the clan castle, opens up, gets the town hall activated, which makes us assume that we're likely going to see potentially this royal champ used to take on, but he's going to need some tank.
I'm a little bit worried about this royal champion here. He did get a little bit of damage there on that single target inferno, so we'll see the shield come in, but he's going to have to use a little bit of spell support, I would think, to help get this town hall down with just the... Nope, royal champion goes out. Okay, he's going to send the king and queen in there. I see what I got. I'm picking it up nice and slow, lady. I'm figuring it out.
Yeah, the king's coming in. It has damage on it. We do have the ice golem as well to help tank for this one, but the king is also a nice tanky unit. He's going patiently through this, and you gotta worry when time could be a factor. Ice golem down to tank for the queen just to pick up a little bit more with the scatter shot. The king still has that ability. He will make a nice push into the town hall, help to get it down, and the queen will be able to take on so much more as it works through. But look at what he's created here for his Lalo. We've got a nice line intact with the Eagle artillery standing. And with a scatter shot right there. So that means we're going to see the Warden ability helping to come through, particularly as we have the Queen, the scatter shot, and the multi-targeting Inferno all in one little triangular section.
He just crushed the whole right side of this base with the zaps and that hero. And oh my goodness, here we go with the Lalo, and he still has his siege machine unit going to look to finish this one strong. Remember, a 3-star here pushes Nishang Dance into tomorrow, but here we go with that blimp going to come in and perhaps help out. Oh no, the blimp's going all the way to the scatter. I was going to say perhaps help out with the queen, but it's going for the scatter shot. I like it. Unique looking strong. Gonna try to finish this base off with a 3-star.
Direct right in there on the dead zone. Takes it out. Clear cut, calculated to work through, but he needs the final push here. The haste sweeps those loons in the freeze, holds things off, but he's still got to worry about the royal champion and the Grand Warden.
Oh, no.
We still have the queen alive, but this is not boding well for Eunuch.
Oh, the balloon does not quite get that Warden pedal. He does have a lot of tanking out front, no splash ships. Not necessarily tanking, but if those minions and pups can stay in front of the queen, he can still finish this one off with the 3-star as he works towards the last portion of this base. The queen's working here. The storage is going down. The lava pups and the minions are going to tank just enough for the queen, and Unique's going to put this one away. Oh, no, the tornado trap. I can't handle it. He's still going to get the 3-star here. Wait, time. Oh, no.
Get the queen in, and we've got the wheel spinning.
No!
Makes his way through.
No!
And there's traps, and it's a 99%. What just happened?
The tornado trap, skeleton trap just ruined. Oh my goodness, that
Queen.
was so unfortunate.
Can you see the smiles on Queen Walker's faces right now as they see a potential opening? A 3-star now leads them to victory today. And it's Yuta. Yuta up to bat to try and get this victory for his team.
I thought that was crushed, but the queen did not go down from the headhunters, and she took out the pack of balloons, and then the royal champion tornado skeleton. Wow, what a defense. Yuta has to 3-star here for his team to move on to tomorrow. This is not an elimination matchup, mind you, so the loser of this matchup will not be eliminated from Worlds, but they will have to go on to play a little bit later in an elimination matchup. Yuta gonna go ahead and zap and quake and royal champion out that single target Inferno and start off with a queen charge for his Lalo.
We still have an expo up. We're going to have to see the direction of the queen ideally pathing to take on the eagle here. We do have the king down set in place. This is going to be a big push with the double layer wall break. Now, when you see this, you want to core out the base. You want to see the queen working in to take on the scatter shot, taking on the clan castle troops, and the king is giving her that natural push to get up to that expo that still remains here.
Oh man, that first wall breaker goes down, that scatter shot. The queen may go around and not quite the way he wants. All right, finally gets in, which will give him access to the scatter, but there's a lot for this queen to take on down here with the king stepping up, that warden pedestal, the scatter shot targeting her. It's going to be tough for her to stay up, and that ability may come in. Oh, right there.
Ability comes down. We still have the clan castle to worry about. Can she work her way through? He's been using those freezes left and right to get out the scatter shot. He's able to hold off those super minions as well in the poison, so this queen can try and survive, pick up just a little bit more value, but he's courted out beautifully. No air sweepers remain. We do have the scatter shot at 6 o'clock, which could be something he has to worry about, but he's got that freeze, that last remaining freeze that he's been holding on to.
The queen should be fine. She's back to full health as the balloons make their way to the town hall, and Yuta 14 is flying his way through this base, GYY's base is looking to go down. We still have that last haste spell to push in through that scatter shot. The Queen fighting off these skeletons and trying to get through those defenses. But with the Stone Slammer still up, you like to think this is going to be a triple. And Yuno 14 is going to clutch it up for the Queen Walkers.
This is what Queen Walkers were hoping for. We were worried about the percent, but at the end of the day, when you find that final opening, when you have that defense that comes through, you give it your all, and you go home with the 3-star Yuta coming in and getting it done for Queen Walkers today, Banks.
An incredible ending to what an amazing war we just saw. Queen Walkers will be advancing into the winners bracket tomorrow, and Nishang Dance by 1% will unfortunately be going into the lower bracket. They will compete again later today. They'll be competing against 11 Original in the lower bracket. But congratulations to Queen Walkers, our 4th winners bracket contender, leaving 4 clans in the lower bracket who will have one more chance to stay in the finals, and we cannot wait to see that. We're talking the best of the best players, Lady B.
Oh my goodness, this really is, and this is where you have to know, with these matches, it's anyone's war. We saw them do this. They took advantage in the 6 qualifiers against INTZ to claim their position in the finals, and they did it again in day 1, so they could go through tomorrow safe and sound.
Well, there's so much riding on each war. Every percentage counts, as you have literally just seen on your screen. But congratulations once again to Queen Walkers. As you can see, they were going on to face Vatang tomorrow in their matchup, and 11 Original and Nishang Dance will be competing once again later today. I mean, I imagined these wars were going to be close, but I didn't think they would be that close. Amazing war between Queen Walkers and Nishang Dance. So to break it down in a little bit more detail, I'm going to hand you over to Carbon Finn at the Telestrator.
Thank you so much, Banks. Yes, we're actually going to be breaking down Tion's attack. Utah came in with a beautiful attack with a Queen Charge, but that is super hard to do as if you're trying to do and try to plan it out. But Dragons, that is a lot easier to come in with, so we're going to break down why he's using the 8 lightning spells here. He's going to use, remember, it takes 7 and an earthquake here to take out that clan castle. So he's going to take it out, or not the clan castle, but it does, but he took out the Eagle Artillery. You don't need to really take out the CC for a dragon attack, as they can easily get through the CC as it comes out. But he's using this Royal Champion to help clear this bottom side, as now he wants to set up that funnel for the dragons. So here is the funnel. Look at this. So where is the final sweepers? This is what he wants to send his dragons right into, because the sweepers, they are pointing in these directions here, which the dragons will not fly into. That is very important. So the dragons can fly their way straight through this dotted line right through here, and they will be safe. They won't be pushed back. And the big thing is, how do you take that town hall down? Well, that is what the blimp is used for. You will tend to see the blimp come in all the way across. You usually will pop that warden ability to try to protect it, but notice something. What do we see that does pop up here as these dragons go through? And he will notice it when he's attacking, is this tornado trap. He knows the tornado trap is right there as it's activated, so that it won't cause problems for the blimp. So now that blimp will have a free reign going all the way through here. Plus, the dragons and balloons test this whole area for seeking air mines. And what does he have inside that CC? He has more balloons than a dragon. Drops that rage to help take it down. Town hall goes down pretty quick. And then, big thing, you have to be patient. And he does exactly that with his heroes. The king and queen, they're going to be responsible for coming on the top side. So you notice it's kind of a 3-phase deployment, using the lightning/royal champion on the bottom side to help clear the initial section down here, and then in between you're then now sending the dragons through this with the heroes up top. And it's very important that you make sure that the dragons are trying to fly that are behind the sweepers. The lightning did a great job helping clear that Eagle Artillery, setting up the funnel for the dragons to make their way all the way through the middle. Beautiful job here from Tian. Unfortunately, Nishang Dance did fall short here in this war. They will be playing later today. And right now, we're going to be jumping into the first elimination match coming up next.
Describe in one word how you felt when you qualified for the World Finals.
安心しました。
很开心
peaceful
兴奋
미쳤다
exaltado
happy excited
How has your practice regime changed for the World Finals?
変わらないです。
我们更加努力了
concentrate more concentrate
我会在进攻上面更多样性，然后防守上面也会做得比较全面一点。
조금 훨씬 심화 공격을 조금 준비를 했습니다.
No hemos entrenado mucho, hemos estado descansando y preparando las defensas. Estamos confiados en nuestra fortaleza en ataque y preparando eso, los diseños en defensa.
We practice a lot more.
If you win the World Finals this weekend, who's the first person that you would call?
一番仲のいい友達です。
打给我的老婆
My wife.
我的老婆。
부모님한테.
Si llegamos a quedar campeones, a la primera persona que llamaría sería a mi madre porque creo que es un logro muy importante.
I would probably call my family.
I definitely would call Maxi in his live stream.
Thank you, Carbon. The upper and lower brackets are now set. Congratulations to our clans for making it through to day 2 of the World Finals. But this is where nerves can get the better of our players. Because if the pressure wasn't on before, it certainly is now. Who's going to maintain composure and who's going to be sent packing? Returning to the casting desk, we have Judo Sloth. I was going to say the martial arts mammal and Judo Sloth at the same time. Judo, from what we've seen today, have you noticed anything that the clans haven't considered or anything that might be missing?
Well, I just think towards the end of the attacks, we have seen it so much, the traps playing a big difference, and really, it made the ultimate difference in the last matchup. So I think holding on to the end of the attack and not getting too far ahead is so important.
And Lady B, what's been the most surprising part of these wars so far for you?
The defenses that held, and especially in that last match, a 99% defense was a determining factor, along with the 3-star that was able to be picked up.
Well, for all the viewers at home, keep a close eye on these next 2 wars, because this is when the clans will pull out all the stops. It's now or never between your next 2 clans in the lower bracket.
I can't believe we are already in the knockout stages of the World Finals, Lady B. And I can't believe that the clans with this caliber are in this position. Darkest Muzhan versus HT Family. And we're starting off with last year's MVP player, Wei for Darkest Muzhan.
Wei needs to shake off the nerves that he had initially today. I think it took a lot of us by surprise that he did not come in with a strong start with that triple. So now it's his opportunity for redemption to come through and start his team off strong here with the Zapquake Lalo, looking to take out the core of the base and gets that queen down.
Very nicely done, getting the scatter shot as well. And as you mentioned, the core of the base is crucial in this attack with him using a Lava Loon style strategy. The Royal Champion aiming to take down the Multi-Inferno will get that area. And this is a beautiful start. I think he is very much in for that redemption.
This is so narrowed out here. We see this for hybrid type attacks and hog type attacks when you're doing these queen charges, but Zapquakes can offer you the same type of value with a proper setup, which he has gotten here. And we have no air sweepers to worry about as well. He is on a good start with the king taking on the town hall. The queen not providing too much more support. She took on a little bit too much damage, but just needs that town hall down.
He is just going to get it as well. The king was dotting inside the wall, outside the wall with the Tesla. Also took the queen by surprise, and unfortunately, he's actually lured the clan castle, which I'm not sure he was expecting. Keep an eye on the headhunters. He will have to be careful with the Grand Warden, and if they go for it. So he decides to use the poison, delaying the Grand Warden. Very smart.
Very smart indeed, but we need to see those headhunters remain in there to get taken out, and they're on the chase, on the prowl. KLY is going to have a big defense he can potentially hope for, but he forces the Warden ability. Minions take it out. Now, it doesn't give him exactly where he wanted this to go, but he's trying to clear his way through this base.
It could still work out, depending on what is in the Stone Slammer, because he has the haste and the freeze. And you've got to say, Wei is giving it everything he has here to keep his cool. Grand Warden's ability going off early was not what he needed. Still has 3 balloons. What do you think here, Lady B? Can he get this?
This Stone Slammer has held on so long. A little bit of the worry here is the Hound, but the Stone Slammer has time to get through. One shot from the scatter shot would get it down, but it opens up anyway, and he's got the drags, he's got the loons. Loons will go down. He's got additional push coming from the outside edges, but we've not only got the scatter shot, we've got the Wizard Tower, additional splash damage coming around, and the Dragon went for that Hound.
So close. If the Dragon had have moved up over, it could have been a different story. A better start for Wei and Darkest Muzhan for this war. He got the 85% 2-star in the opening match. They did put up 11 stars when they took the defeat to existence, and HT Family didn't get a 3-star. So they will be wanting to put the opening 3-star up here to not only give them some confidence, but take the lead.
90% is not a bad place to be, though. When we do look at these percentage factors, 85 is typically what we say, but in the 90s is that zone. If you get into that 90%, typically it's no big issue for you, of course, unless there are some sneaky defenses that pop into place. Even that 99 can't save you. But KLY has an opening here. He has an opportunity. It's his time to shine, and he brings in the Hero Dive Lalo. No Zap Quakes on this one.
Yeah, interesting. He did use the Zap Lalo in the opening war, keeping with the air strike, but he is switching up the entry. Notice the scatter shot pushed all of the way to the 9 o'clock area, definitely pushing into that, but with an Ice Golem and both of the heroes, do you think he's trying to get to the middle scatter shot here as well?
I do. I think he wants to get a little bit more value out of this. Coming through the Ice Golem. When you see Ice Golems, you know that you want a big push. Not only that you have a lot of damage coming on to you, which we see with the Expos coming down and around, but you want to get that extra push. We want to see the Air Sweepers go down so he can work right behind from the Town Hall. The Queen a bit distracted, though, and the single targeting Inferno. He's going to have to drop this freeze, but the Queen's not going for the Air Sweeper.
Oh, and with the Battle Blimp as well, he sent it in alongside the Lava Loon to try and take down the Queen. Nice use of the E-Drag inside to just pop the Queen off first thing. But I do worry about the central scatter shot being up. We have Lava Loon coming in from each and every angle here. I don't know how KLY is keeping up to date with this and keeping on track.
We've got that Skilly spell that could get placed right in the dead zone there. That Skelly spell might be what he needs, but he's got to get through this Town Hall. The Warden ability, the aura going off, keeping the loons safe. And look at this push into the scatter shot. We've got the distraction of those Skellies to keep the loons safe from the scatter. It's got another push, maybe a little extra life with the haste coming in.
Is it going to be enough? The haste comes down. We'll push the balloons to the single. I think he's got it as they get to the Wizard Tower. It goes down. 1 minute on the clock. HT Family putting up their first 3-star of today. And when it really matters, because this war means everything, the loser is knocked out of the competition. And HT Family are taking an early lead here, Banks.
Yes, Judo, you're definitely right. Took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say that HT Family bringing out the triples right when they need it, because coming up against a clan like Darkest Muzhan, you've got to bring your A game, and especially in the knockout stages like you've mentioned. But Darkest Muzhan still putting up a high percentage 2-star, so they're very much not out of this race, just trailing by a star, but there is plenty of attacks to come, Lady B.
There are plenty of attacks, but you want to try and get a commanding position from the start of this war. It motivates your team, and it just gets, I always call it psychological warfare. The way you get your team lined up to fire is the way you get your team ready to go for a win. But 25 Plus still has the opportunity to try and turn this one around. He is coming in with the Witches. We see a lot of success with these Witches lately, particularly with these open style bases.
Yeah, and definitely when you see the Lightnings taking down the scatter shot, which is what we have seen. Now, interestingly enough, when we surveyed a lot of the players, 25 plus said what makes their clan special is they don't all speak the same language. So I think they have done phenomenally well to put themselves one of the best clans in the world, despite not being able to fluently communicate. But here he comes with the Witch's Lady B. 2 jump spells, looking to get all of the way through the base.
Yeah, the 2 jump spells help with that first one to get straight through towards the town hall, ensuring that there's not too much of a split around. But with the second one, getting through to the core, and then we've got an easy push. They just need to break through one layer of walls after that and get through, but they need to make it to the town hall.
Oh, they do, and there's a headhunter on the Queen, which pops the ability that is so huge because the witches are nowhere near. He needs the town hall down. Queen thankfully does step up there, and it should go down, but he's lost a lot of force through the base now. Witches are struggling. We've got a multi-target Inferno shredding them, and with the back end scattershot, I'm not sure he can get this done.
Back end scatter shot's gonna be a big pain for him. He still has the Eagle to worry about as well. But the Hogs that came out of the Siege Barracks have helped to protect the Royal Champion just a little bit, but not enough because they died down. And this is where we would have wanted to see that Queen alive, that Queen ability coming into play. The Royal Champion trying to give it her all, but it is not gonna be enough against fire.
HT family must be just undescribable what they must feel like right now coming into this war with the wild card vote. Dark as Muzhan, winners of the King of the Castle, with a perfect war against the Queen Walkers, and they have came in with a 3-star, a massive defense. Do you think maybe they have held on to some of their top bases until they are in a knockout situation, Lady B?
I think so. I've actually heard that from some of the players that when they wind up in these scenarios, that's what they're looking to do. And it's almost like the safe zone that you do have the lower bracket. So this is where you come out swinging. This is where you come out with the punches, and particularly on defense. I like I said earlier, I am incredibly surprised at the defenses that are coming through. They have saved their best bases for this World Championship Finals, but I am not surprised that we're continuing to see some great things coming from HT family.
Absolutely, I totally agree. They are a very underestimated clan coming into this. The creativity we've seen in their qualifiers was amazing. They were the clan which brought the Lightning Spell, Earthquake, and Royal Champion Shield method to the meta. So they will be looking to get another 3-star here, put themselves even further in the lead, and maybe just start catching the eye of some of the other clans.
I know they caught my eye in the August qualifiers. The way they came through with their different style attack strategies and thinking outside of the box. They had brought us the Super Archer attack as well. Now, while it wasn't successful, it was enough to take notice of them, and that's what they're looking to do here in this finals. Fire coming down, firing the Zapquake to open up for a P.E.K.K.A. smash.
Interesting, totally different to what we have seen, but with the single down, just wanting to pick off the Archer Tower. Now, he does find 2 Tesla, which he wasn't expecting. The Royal Champion will take a little bit more damage now from that, and actually there's more of them alongside Skellies. This could be dangerous for Fire.
It could be dangerous, but he'll pick up some decent value, sends in a Loon to try and help hold things off, but more Skellies coming down and around and causing problems for this Royal Champion, but at least the Loon is there to tank. We've got the Queen lined up, and with those Loons that have already been dropped, it navigates the push for the Queen and those healers.
I mean, I can't help but think that maybe Fire expected the Tesla, because I'm not sure what else he would have got if the Tesla weren't there with the Royal Champion. It seems like she wouldn't have got too much more value than what she just got, so I think he's pretty happy with that. Super Wall Breakers will open up the compartment for the Queen to break in, and he's already set a beautiful funnel to the 6 o'clock area, and I think the Queen is aiming towards that Town Hall. Just snipe that off as well as they cruise on past.
She would do some good work there, getting her way in. Warden ability goes off, keeps everything safely through. He's got a lot of damage coming down. The jump leads across. The bowlers are going for the Town Hall, but did not make that connection there. We've got a delayed Ice Golem, though, to come in.
He's trying to just do anything to get the Town Hall. I am so surprised he used the jump there. I thought he was going to send the bowlers to the right, try and send the Queen to the left. He's trying to send in the Baby Dragon now to the Town Hall with the Ice Golem potentially freezing it. This could be devastation for HT family, and it could be their lead gone already. Can the Baby Dragon get it, Lady B?
The Baby Dragon looks like he's got just enough power. He gets it down. That Ice Golem helping out a huge amount. And while this doesn't put them in a continuous commanding potential lead that they want, recovering the 2-star is critical.
Absolutely, and the recognition that he just had to send everything to the Town Hall. The Baby Dragon wouldn't have got it. He needed the Ice Golem was fantastic, and sometimes being a top-level player is knowing when to shift your focus from the 3-star to the 2-star, and he did that fantastically, Banks.
Yes, he did, Judo. That was pretty intense, actually, watching that, because he had to ensure he got the Town Hall. Otherwise, we were looking at a 75% or 78% 1-star, which is just, that would have been devastating for HT family. But luckily, they managed to maintain it. They still lead by 1 star going into the 3rd attack, but Darkus Muzan looking to, you know, grab that opportunity with both hands and try and catch up with these stars, Lady B.
Darkus Muzan has this opportunity, but I'm impressed to see that he was able to recover that so well. Not only picking up the 2-star, but picking up a reasonable value with things going quite so wrong there and keeping their percent lead on this as well. But Ty needs to find an opportunity for Darkus Muzan. We saw them finding opportunities in their qualifiers, the 5th qualifier that they won, by winning by 1 building in this. E-Drag attack, though, to come through, trying to find this opening. We've got a straight direct path, but very wide.
Yeah, a very quick start as well. We've already deployed a couple of rage spells. Grand Warden's ability is off. HT family are known for this attack strategy, so it's interesting that Ty believes he could take down one of their bases with it. 1 A-Drag on the Town Hall. Wow, it does take it down, but they almost found themselves in the position that HT family were.
This scatter shot, look at the scatter shot, Judo. This has opened up a massive path for these E-Drags, and another one comes out. Ty is just making a mess of this base, and this has got to be a pretty big blow. I don't know if HT family, like you said, being the ones that know an E-Drag attack so well, did they expect to see their opponents coming through and being able to dominate one of their bases this way?
I don't think they did, and domination is the word. There is 1 minute and 35 seconds left. He has the Queen's ability, and check it out. He hasn't even deployed the Royal Champion. Are you joking me? This is incredible. In the World Finals, to take down a base without the Royal Champion in half of the time. Wow. Ty can take a bow because that was incredible.
I am utterly speechless on this one. This must be the first time, not that we've seen a swag ability, a swag hero, but an actual swag hero. He didn't even drop the hero at all. And who would have thought, when defense is so critical at this point, that a base, you could find that kind of weakness in it?
Oh, it's interesting, though, because we know, I know it's a very rare opportunity and it very rarely happens, but we know it is stars, percentage, and if both of them are the same, it is then down to time. Could Darkus Muzan have taken down that base quicker by using the Royal Champion, just popping the ability? Is that going to come back to bite them? I hope not. I really hope not.
I hope not either. Now we do have Iske coming in again with another traditional hero dive, Lalo. No Zapquakes in this, but we do have the addition of that Skelly spell again, which we originally saw was used to help distract a scatter shot. We're gonna have to see how he's looking to work his way in, but he's got a nice start. Headhunter trying to help take down the Queen as the King struggling. King gets it down, and we still have the Queen's ability just to pick up a little bit more, including this Royal Champion. And the Earth
King taking down the Queen was huge, and look at the Headhunters moving in as well to help take down the defending Royal Champion, so the Queen can hold on to her ability and hopefully take down the scatter shot. But with the defensive Lava Hound, we are seeing that a lot today, distracting the Queen. I'm not sure that she's going to get it. Oh, she's down. Oh,
that's a tough one. He's got to try and pull them to the side, but he can't. He's got nothing to take them out with, and this is targeting the loons, at very least the loons. He's got the blimp sailing across and gets going with his Lalo. HT family potentially losing a big position on this lead, but he gets down into the core with a blimp, gets a scatter shot down, and continues his path.
I think he took out pretty much all of the red balloons in the center of the base there with the battle blimp. So that has to be a bonus, swaying back in the favor of Iske with his lava loon attack. He does have a bit of a dangerous area to the back end of the base, but he's got a lot of spells here. Grand Warden's ability trying to save onto that for the Town Hall. There is the rage with the Grand Warden's ability. It does fall, and I think he could still get this one, Lady B.
With a freeze and a haste and so many loons pushing around and all the traps down, there's no jinxing that could stop this one from getting done. What a miraculous turnaround on this, that it looked, with the hound popping, that it could have posed a threat, but his own pups and minions helped to clear that out, and this beautiful Lalo push from Iske comes through and brings them the 3-star.
Notice the one balloon he saved onto. Very smart move, just to ensure that he could clear the base a little bit quicker. But check it out, Lady B. There are storages and the clan castle in the center with the minion and the lava pups. Come on, they need to get through this. So you have not jinxed it. Come on.
I know, I just realized that I'm looking at all these storages here in the core of the base. One archer up top gets it down. Minions, pups coming through. The loons won't make it, but can they do it? Come on. They're just there, and yes, he gets it.
My word! On the buzzer! That was incredible! And it could be the difference maker in this Warbanks.
It could be. Well, that was a roller coaster of emotions for, I think, everyone watching. And just listening to you two, that was an absolute roller coaster. Suddenly realizing that the time fail was on the cards right till the very end. But Iske managing to secure a triple and to just keep that 1-star lead ahead of Darkest Muzan going into the 4th attacks, Lady B.
I am so glad I didn't jinx this one. I can still go unscathed so far, but there's more attacks to go. And we're going to have to see if Kartik can escape the Lady Jinx coming in with his Zap. We've got a Zapquake Queen Charge Lalo here. So the Zapquake combination, the 1-1 combo to help loosen up the single targeting Inferno for the Royal Champion seeking shield so she can take it out. And this navigates the path for the Queen Charge, eliminating that single targeting Inferno. That would heat her up and ensuring that she doesn't have to force through that ability early on.
Yeah, absolutely. And with no defenses in that area, it means just one baby dragon can help set up the funnel and move the Queen down. I think we've both calmed down a little bit here, so we can focus on the next attack. You're just as relieved as HT family were, I believe. But the Queen is in a bit of a tricky situation with the Lava Hound in there distracting her, and there's still a Headhunter at the back. The Poison finally takes it down, though.
Poison takes it down. The Queen's in a good spot where she's just away from any additional defenses. Again, the main thing is trying to keep your Queen ability as long as possible, especially because of the push he's going for. But the King's looking to direct more of the path here. And I don't know that he's got... he gets the wall breakdown, does get it open, but we need to see the Queen work her way into the scatter shot.
Just in time, and I think the Queen moving to that right side might be a benefit, but it's difficult to say. She needs to step back around after taking the enemy Queen. She's down! He got the freezing too late! The Queen is down! And that is a nightmare for Kartek. It is just falling ever so further apart for them.
Oh, that's a tough recovery when your queen dies out with the investment of the healers. That queen charge, you're talking about a quarter of your troop capacity and what you're not taking down. Now, at least the healers took on some damage as the Stone Slammer worked through, but there's a Headhunter still on the board.
Yeah, I thought he was going to send it into the queen, but the dragon fortunately took her down. Is it too little too late, though? I think he should have sent the Headhunter in to help with percentage. He wanted to save it for the Royal Champion, but he's just got too much base to deal with, and he needs to try and get the percentage. It's still in the 50s here, and HT Family are so far in the lead at this point.
HT Family is not stopping. They're not ceasing to surprise us here. And I think this big one is how big this defense is. It's tough in this current meta with so many different strategies, with so many different top players, top teams in this World Championship Finals, to be able to defend against everything and everyone. So when you come through and you bring a solid defense to the game here, 65% at that even, you are in a massive position. Banks had asked earlier on if I thought HT Family taking down ATN was going to put them in a favorite position, but something like this does.
It certainly will, because, oh wow, that is one, quite a celebration. That is quite a celebration. But I think the one thing I would say is that we have seen a couple of slip-ups as well. The late freeze spell there was actually what cost him. So I think we are seeing the strongest bases and the best defensive meta being displayed, but also a couple of nerves showing from the teams.
Nerves are the toughest part. There's a lot on the line here. These teams have worked very hard to get to this place. And Darkest Muzan at this point, they would need to see some incredible defense to even fathom this turning around. But I see you just keeping on track here, can keep his team moving forward to victory and coming in with something that we don't often get to see from many teams. And that's the Mass Hog.
Yeah, looks like we're diving in towards the town hall first. ICU enjoys basketball in his spare time, and his entire team believe he is the strongest player. So he is coming in for the slam dunk to finish this war off and put themselves pretty much too far ahead of Darkest Muzan to be able to catch up. Struggling to get the town hall though, Lady B. I think he is going to get it, but maybe he wanted a little bit more than that.
I think he wanted more than that. The king walks around the outside. Would have been nice to see him doing the tanking for the queen. We still have the super minions to worry about. The king was not meant to necessarily do all this cleanup here. He's a tanky item that you want, charging the force, taking on things. Now he does do that for the hogs here. He's got a decent shape up, but it was those super minions that are the biggest threat to this now.
Hogs are taking early damage from the scatter shot. Sometimes we do see the Grand Warden's ability go off early on. He managed to get the heal spell in just in time because the Hogs were about to take damage from the Wizard Tower. Fortunately, a couple of the Hogs do get the scatter shot. He's still got a lot of them moving around the outside, but I do worry a little bit about the pathing towards the Eagle and the scatter. He has to be perfect with the next heal spells.
Heal spells need to go down. Also, we need to see the Royal Champion working her way to the scatter shot to take it on. He's been hanging on to this ability just for this occasion. Freeze coming down to extend it as long as possible. Gets it down. Will knock it out before the king gets to her, and the heal to help her and the hogs come through.
Getting the scatter shot was so crucial in this attack, particularly with the multi-target Inferno, but check out the Tesla. That will move the pathing of the Hog Riders around the multi and the Wizard Tower, and I think that is going to be enough to finish them off. It still keeps the percentage high for HT Family. They are still a star in the lead, so we really need a 3-star from Darkest Muzan if they want to win this one, and probably still a slip-up from HT Family, Banks.
Yes, exactly. It seems like it was a bit of a slip-up. It actually seemed like that attack had quite a lot of momentum going in towards the back end, and then it just fizzled out really quickly. But yes, Darkest Muzan are being provided maybe a slither of hope going into this, with 1 star being behind. This has to be a triple right here, right now, Lady B.
B's got a big task ahead of him for his team. That 3-star, we did see it can happen. Queen Walker showed us anything is possible. That 99% defense is all you need. Darkest Muzan has shown us that anything is possible. That one building is all you need to get it done. If he picks up this 3-star, that would help out for a possible opening. But again, defense is our main factor.
Yeah, Darkest Muzan taking down Tribe in the final of their qualifier with that single building. So they know when a close war is upon them, and B can only do all he can do here. He used this strategy in his first wall earlier on today, and it was actually a 60% 2-star that he was able to achieve. So he obviously still has confidence in it to use it again in this attack, Lady B.
This attack strategy right now, witches are great meta. Again, because we see these open wall bases, you don't need to invest too much, though he does have a big push with the wall breakers. He's got the 1 jump to make his connection through, and that Zapquake is what helps shape up the pathing, and we can see how narrowed out it's become. But I like this long push from the witches at the 12 o'clock side of the base that we're going to see working their way into the Eagle Chamber.
Yeah, and they can take a lot of time, witches, so they are deployed early. We can probably suspect the King and the Siege Barracks to the right. There they are, right as I was about to say it. It's like he read my mind. But the witches should now be able to just be drawn onto the inside. A couple of other super wall breakers continue to push the walls. If he can get further into the base because he still has another, then the jump spell provides him access through the entirety of the base.
That jump spell is going to help out quite a bit. Look at the position here. Everything else is open once he gets past that Town Hall chamber. We've got P.E.K.K.A.s working along the King. King still hanging on to the ability. The Queen, Royal Champion awarded, all here at the end of the raid, being able to hold on as much as possible. But the Warden gets it off to try and keep everything safely through the Town Hall and the Hound.
They were taking a lot of damage in the center, the witches, so the Grand Warden's ability was crucial to protect the witches, allow them to spawn some more skeletons in front of them, but they are now going up against the Town Hall. He's pressed the Queen's ability to take it down early. That was such a good move with the Royal Champion coming through. This might be the sliver of hope that Darkest Muzan need.
This has even more for the back end of the base. Not only do we have the witches, the P.E.K.K.A.s working their way through. He's hanging on to a loon, a baby dragon, to help with the cleanup. But this has so much time, so much power. A full health Warden who is unfortunately taking on the heat from the single. No, is he? He's gone down. But that wall break, look where it opens. Gets the slew of skellies on the single targeting Inferno. And with that, he has everything he needs to work his way in, wishes with the range to take on the Teslas.
Baby dragon onto the wizard tower means that all of the witches and that huge pack of wizards are still alive. It is the 3-star for Darkest Muzan, and it keeps the pressure on HT family. They need to respond now. They can't just cruise through this. Jim Moo, who is their final attacker, is going to have to perform now. It will be a 2-star, high percentage that he could still win on, but it just means there's a lot more now riding on this attack.
This is still a comfortable position for Jinmu coming in because it is a 2-star that's needed to help hold this on for the win for them. But this is where pressure can get to people, and just because you know you have a safe opportunity to go for it doesn't mean you can get it done. The Royal Champion to lead the way here takes off that Seeking Shield to open up the path for this Queen charge.
Yeah, the Royal Champion didn't quite take down the Wizard Tower, but it's not that big of a deal. The Queen will be able to get into the base, and Jinmu will need 63% 2-star in order to get this one. Now, the Town Hall is a little bit more centralized in this base, so maybe he is going to have to play it a little bit more safe. He's got the Battle Blimp. Do you think that's maybe coming in for the Town Hall?
I do believe that would be coming in for the Town Hall. The Queen is rotating around the outside of the space, which is not what he wanted to see. The Royal Champion still remains, but he's got 2 more wall breakers to force this Queen in. And if he can get to the Scattershots the Eagle and even push the Queen in, he could potentially take down that town hall. I like to think that a lot of times there are plan A's and plan B's in place, just in case they need to make a factor change in what's going on for the town hall. And the queen here in that perfect position to take on the eagle and work her way up to the town hall if she can survive the damage.
Well, if any clan is testimony of switching mid-attack, it is HT Family with that beautiful adaptation earlier on in the war. But the queen is using the ability with the headhunters. I was worried she was going to go down there, but she should survive. I do think you're right. He wants the town hall with the queen. That's why he's using the freeze on the expo. But he might have to use that battle blimp for the town hall if she's not careful and gets in there.
Yeah, this is the plan B that we're talking about. But he switches over to the Stone Slammer, actually, to come into play because it gets a direct push, taking on the defenses, doing the tanking, and then can work its way through, helping to provide an early lead in. Just got the wall breakers underway, opening up that path. I saw one sneak in there, but can he get the push coming for the town hall? He's waiting for either the damage or that 51% factor and hanging on to the loaded ability.
Oh, the Stone Slammer moves to the town hall. I thought everything was moving around, as you've seen. The balloons just slowly moving away from the town hall. Thankfully, it does get to it. He gets the 2-star. We're into 60%. I think he has got it more than likely in the next second. There we go, 64%. HT Family take the victory. They will move forward. And Darkest Muzhan are the first team leaving the World Finals, Lady B.
That is not, I think, what anyone would have predicted to see from Darkest Muzhan, who had such a great performance in the qualifiers. Today has not been their day, but HT Family taking everyone on by surprise, as we would expect them to do. They're doing miraculous things with their attacks and with their defenses, Banks.
Jinwoo puts HT Family into day 2 of the World Finals. Congratulations to them. Unfortunately, Darkest Muzhan will be leaving the competition and are no longer in the World Finals. But I mean, such incredible attacks, from both clans going into that, and it went right down to the wire, right down to the last attack where you needed that 2-star just to close things out. But they weren't leaving anything up to chance, their HT Family. They had to get that 63%, and they secured the victory that they needed. So if we look at that, look at the stats. They were so close there, Judo. 86.8 to 83.2%.
We knew that the walls were going to be close. Woody mentioned a couple of times that the teams who were the wild card votes last year were knocked out. HT Family breaking that tradition with a fantastic performance. And I've got to take my hat off to both clans. That was such an exciting war.
It was such an exciting war. So you can see on your screens now HT Family going through into tomorrow's wars. They'll be facing off against the loser of 8 alternate attacks and existence. So there's going to be some fantastic wars tomorrow. So it's exactly what they needed to come out victorious. They knew what they needed to do, and they went out and did it. So congratulations to HT Family once again. But to break down one of those attacks in a little bit more detail, it's Carbon Fin at the Telestrator.
Thank you, Banks. Yes, so we're going to be breaking down Ty's attack from Darkest Muzhan. Yes, unfortunately they got eliminated, but this was incredible. Not using one of the heroes. Let's take a look. Coming in with the E-Dragons, but first, before we play the attack, why is he going with the E-Dragons? Look at the space, and I want you to count how many defenses can target air troops in the middle of the space that can't be reached from the outside. Well, 1 and 2. That's it. Those are the only 2 defenses standing in the middle here that can target these E-Dragons. That's why this is a great call for E-Dragons in the core, because notice where the air defenses are. They're all on the pretty much on the outside, except for that one air defense that is right here. But the heroes can walk around and grab this. And this is what he's exactly going to do. He's going to have his heroes walk this edge and clear pretty much these air defenses here on the outside. And then what's the key thing? He pops his Grand Warden ability very early. Pops the ability, drops the double rage spell here on each side. Rage and rage, which gets the value, and E-Dragons get that charge right through. But that's the thing. The scatter shots is the only thing that the heroes can't reach as they walk around. So these E-Dragons aren't getting hit by these defenses in the middle of the space because the E-Dragons can clear them. That's why he did not have have to use his Royal Champion. The incredible value that he was able to get. The Stone Slammer, look at this. E-Dragons clearing it all. His heroes walking around this whole top side of the base. The Queen can reach all of this. Drops the freeze. E-Dragons clear that back and multi-target Inferno. There is the air defense, and at this point, he could drop his Royal Champion to help clear it, but he wanted to make that statement to say, I can take it down even without using the Royal Champion. Incredible attack, and that's what helped him identify why the E-Dragons would work, because they were all the ground expos, and when you look at what's in the middle of the base that can hurt the E-Dragons, really not much other than those scatter shots. Incredible attack here coming in, not using a hero. You don't see that really at all, ever swagging a hero and getting the triple with over a minute left in the attack. Absolutely incredible. Now we're going to be jumping into the final match of the day between 11 Original and Nishan Dance.
How has your team changed or evolved during the last year?
メンバーが変わったぐらいですね。
我们的人员没有变动，但是我们的流派更加多样化，伤心的手段更多。
变化的话就是换了一个成员，然后的话，我们这次测阵因为吸取了上一次失败的经验嘛，然后测阵的方式，包括进攻的那个选择啊，有了相应的调整。我希望总决赛的话，我们会展现出一些新的东西给大家看。
因为我在这一年当中，我是更换了一个队伍，然后我觉得现在磨合的挺好的，跟队员们关系都挺好。
멤버도 좀 바뀌고 이제 준비를 조금 더 저희가 작년에 실패했던 만큼 준비를 더 좀 빡세게 했던 것 같습니다.
Empezamos con los ánimos muy por debajo, perdiendo los clasificatorios, casi que sin esperanza, y estábamos a punto de rendirnos, estábamos a punto de tirar la toalla, y pues esa clasificación para septiembre, la verdad fue una segunda vida, tercera vida, como le quieran llamar, y al final pues terminamos consiguiendo el objetivo. Muy contentos, llegamos a la final.
We have new players like Aston Linnate, and we are quite international now. We mixed our 3 qualifier teams together, so we are 5 guys. Everyone played in the qualifiers.
Thank you, Carbon, for breaking down that attack from that exhilarating war. But let's see if it can be topped, because our final match of day 1 is upon us. And with that, the explosive duo returns. The man of many words, the human thesaurus, and our terror of bases. It is Woody and Bash. So Woody, the loser of this next war, has their chances of the World Champions Trophy shattered. Do you have any words of encouragement for our first attacker?
Well, the hype train has pulled into Elimination Station, and the first attacker is going to have a really difficult time moving in. We know that there's so much pressure to be the first hitter relative to being able to finish off the war. So, Bash, what are you looking forward to next?
I think we're going to have us a nice war on our hand. Nishang Dance falling just 1%, Woody, falling 1% short, and 11 Original going to look to redeem themselves in this elimination matchup. I can't believe we're already to the final matchup of day 1. What a crazy day of wars we've had so far.
We have had such a crazy day. The roller coaster of emotions that's happened throughout so many of these wars has been absolutely amazing. But Bash, I just want to come to you and ask, the one thing you don't want to see here, right, is a time fail, because that's just a dagger in the heart in such a vital area of the World Finals. So would you lean towards a faster attack going into this stage in the lower bracket, or would you just stick to your guns and what you know?
So I spoke to our resident expert, the one and only Carbon Finn, and we kind of agree on this. In this big stage, on the World Championship stage, you got to stick to your guns. You got to stick with what you know is going to work. You don't want to try going and getting cute and getting out of that comfort zone. That's when you open yourself to mistakes. So I think you may think about that if you're good with a faster attack, but you don't want to force anything.
Well, only time will tell as these two clans square off against each other, because it's time to ring the bell for the last match of the day and the fight for survival. It's 11 Original going up against Nichang Dance.
I gotta say, Nishang Dance seem heavily favored in this matchup. It was quite an upset to see the wildcard team advance in our previous war. Nishang Dance with 13 stars in their opening match, very close to 14 off of a 99% 2-star finish. We're so super close to advancing over the Queen Walkers, and just by a slip of the wrist moved down to the lower side of the bracket. On the other side, 11 Original only picked up a single 3-star thanks to Eve Mark in the last moments of their war against Vatang. They are really going to have to accelerate quickly if they want to get the victory in this, what could be their last war of the World Championship.
You gotta bring the Pang, and Li Feng is doing just that. I'm calling this a hybrid smash. We got 2 Yeti, we got 2 P.E.K.K.A.s ready to smash this base. Gonna go ahead and send that battle blimp in to take down the town hall. It'll also pull out that clan castle and secure that first star, and then we'll just see the smash troops, the Yetis, the P.E.K.K.A.s, and the bowlers just run right up the middle as we have a jump spell to access the core.
It's pretty atypical to see 3 Inferno Towers all in the same compartment. 2 set to single and 1 set to multi, so also a versatile defensive setup here. Well protected behind multiple layers of walls. The Queen is going to have none of it, though. Pops in and takes down one of the Expos and goes in for the kill now. Jump spell is waiting in the wings. Lei Feng hasn't dropped it yet. He's instead just going to bash those walls straight down the old-fashioned way, and here they go. Bowlers ejected by spring traps and a rage spell dropped on top of another raid spell. He knows that this is the most crucial moment of the raid bash.
These troops are raged and angry. That Warden ability was so nice through that. The nice thing here is you have those raged P.E.K.K.A.s who can actually shred through a wall. Look at this. We got that brand new Royal Champion skin on the Royal Champion through the south side. Going to take out that Eagle Artillery, and Li Feng is looking strong into this final couple of compartments. We have the Queen's ability and the Royal Champion's ability. I like the way this is shaping up, Woody.
Royal Champion putting the cooler on there with the winter skin. Lei Feng has lost most of his troops, but the healers are keeping those heroes topped off. Throw the shield, get another big shot in as the freeze spell goes down to silence that scatter shot. Chucking the spear, but hasn't finished off. The last defenses left. There's a few more in the left side corner, but I think he's got enough firepower to do it. Skeleton Trap just barely stabs down that Royal Champion, and that will cost Lei Feng some time, but he's got so many troops and plenty of time to do it. Bash, it looks like we've got our first 3-star.
Li Feng gonna come in for Nishang Dance and put up the 3-star, exactly what the doctor ordered on this hit. Those witches came in so nice to help clean up that far side of the base, and the Queen beats through that final wall, and boom, destruction. There we go with a 3-star to start us off.
Bearing his fangs, the tiger of Nishang Dance, Lei Feng, scores the first triple, and it's back to 11 Original now. Eve Mark, the MVP of that squad, walloped his base, just absolutely destroyed with plenty of time left for cleanup by Lei Feng. They're happy, but they're not gonna let that win get the better of their judgment. They'll be watching closely as Eve Kale moves in next. The hybrid army will start with a Queen charge, 5 healers to back up that big push in. This is an interesting base design here, a really big alleyway in the bottom right corner of this base. Eve Kale is not going to have to worry too much about walls since he's just going to be hopping over with hogs and miners. But is there anything that stands out to you, Bash?
Well, it looks like he's going to take out that Inferno compartment and then charge the Queen. He may try to push her in, but I honestly, I think what he may do here is have this Queen walk around the exterior and then send that hybrid right at the town hall here. We'll have to see how this develops. He does have the 2 wall breaks, so he can wall break the Queen in if need be. It'll be interesting to see how this develops. Remember, Eve Kale had that little bit of a misstep in their first matchup, so looking to redeem himself here with a 3-star.
Well, we're looking at Lei Feng's base, but I think Eve Kale sees a pin cushion. This really well-protected Archer Queen only has to face a couple defenses at any given time. Sends in a balloon to try to air sweep for a Seeking Air Mine, but doesn't catch one this time around. The Super Wall Breaker will crash through the first layer of that compartment and will give the Queen an easy access to the Town Hall. The first minute has passed up, though, and Eve Kale is taking his sweet time with his setup.
A great charge in here to get that town hall down, and if he can keep this Queen healed, which she should be fine, he'll be able to pull out and deal with that clan castle. This is a great charge. Look at this next super wall breaker coming in to that final, or the next compartment rather. we have the hybrids starting in a precarious spot here.
Inferno Dragon.
9 o'clock position, gonna have to push everything in with the king.
Forces out a freeze spell, and it's perfectly placed to stop that Inferno Dragon. Archer Queen is getting healed back up, but that Inferno Beam dishes out a ton of DPS, and Kale's got to get the relock on there soon. She's popping down the pups, and there goes the Dragon to the poison spell. Sends in the heal to keep those miners happy, but they've only got one left and a lot of base to cover. Half the base still stands with only a minute for cleanup, and they have got to move fast, Bash.
This hybrid is going to jump over and go under the walls. The queen's going to come over here and have access to that final scan. No, queen, what are you doing? The queen is beating on the wall. Perhaps the builder hunt there, the closer target, getting her attention. And finally, she's going to go over to take out that scatter shot, giving this attack a little bit more hope as these miners and hogs are fading quickly, but we still have hero abilities to try to save it. But man, this is going to be a tough finish with Kale with their Tesla farm right there by that wizard tower.
Defending world champion forces out the queen ability, and that's not great news for Eve Kale, but he still has a ton of hogs and miners left on the bottom right side. Well, not many hogs, but the miners are still there, digging straight through and demolishing these bases. Undermined! Eve Kale is going in deep for the triple. 18 seconds left for cleanup. The Tesla farm up top. Can he get through it, Bash?
This is gonna be such a close finish. 6 more buildings.
Boom!
Giant bomb explodes. 6, 5, go miners, go. All you have to do is get through the storage, and it's gonna be devastation with the 99% time fail, Banks.
Oh, a 99% time fail for Eve Kale. Not what they were looking for with Nichang Dance put up such an amazing first attack. So unfortunate. However, put themselves in such a great standing percentage-wise, so it's not, all hope is not lost yet. We still have plenty of attacks to go, Woody.
But it's all about keeping pace with your opponents. Nichang Dance got the 3-star. So for 11 original, just to put up a 2 is not gonna be enough. It's just really slim pickings to, latch onto the 99% and say that that's going to be a good result. Eve is now far behind in my book, and Nichang Dance are looking to secure their lead. GYY will be the man to do it. He's got 7 Electro Dragons and a lot of rage to zip-zap through this base. Electro Dragons like to get lots of chain damage in there. They go really slow, and so that's why GYY will waste no time on the initial setup. This is just going to be a pancake slap to the bottom left side of this base with an easy entry, trying to knock down as many air defenses as he can early on. Eternal Tome will protect him as well. He is really putting it all on the table, Bash.
These Electro Dragons getting through. The Yeti blimp gets through and takes down the Town Hall. And look at this. The Electro Dragon attack does not mess around. This one flies through so quickly. And check this out. We've seen these Electro Dragons crushing bases thus far in the World Championships. And I think that trend is going to continue as we have the King and Queen working around that top side supporting these Electro Dragons. And there's not going to be much to stop them. With one more freeze spell, he's going to have to hope that they get distracted by something. It's not going to happen with the freeze spell coming down. Woody, what a quick attack!
Smash it, Bash! GYY drops the final freeze on the Royal Champion rather than the single target Inferno, and that might cost him a dragon or two. But with the rest of the heroes looping around the top side, he's looking pretty strong here. Unfortunately, actually misses the target on the single and forced to use that Royal Champion ability. Still holding on to the Royal Cloak, though. He had a little bit left in the tank to get it done, and GYY in record time with a minute and a half left gets the triple. Back-to-back Nichang Dance are dancing on Eve's grave.
They are bringing the fire, showing why they are in the World Championships. It's really interesting to see on these few Electro Dragons attacks. They have crushed the bases. The one we saw didn't even use the Royal Champion. He didn't need too much from the Royal Champion, really just the Seeking Shield to get down that single. The pressure is on. You were right. The 99% seems really good, but when you're going up against Nichang Dance, who is on the cusp of putting up 14, every star is going to count in this war. We're going to have Eve Muffin coming in next with a Queen Charge Hybrid against Sue's base.
Let's see if he can put a little sugar on top for this 11 original squad to get a tasty morsel out of Nichang Dance. Taking a bite in the top side. Over on the left, he's got multiple heroes getting deployed early on to take out some easily grabbable defenses here, setting up for the minor heavy hybrid comp that will be backing up later on. I'm seeing 2 single target Infernos, so those aren't any going to be much of a problem at all. Eve Muffin also grabs a scatter shot early on with this queen dive into the top compartment. Healers backing her up really well with rage spells will keep her nice and tight, Bash.
That queen is going to be able to charge in here. The clan castle troops being pulled out may be an issue if that royal champion steps up, but a great use of the freeze spell here to freeze all those clan castle troops and the royal champion so his queen doesn't take too much damage and try to force out that ability, and setting up the hybrid and getting going early. He is not risking a time fail. He's got his funnel set, and here come the miners, here come the hogs. We're going right at the town hall, Woody.
Might have been a slight overcommit with the freeze. Maybe he thought the royal champion was engaged or there was an inferno dragon in there, but either way, Eve Muffin's archer queen charge up the top is exactly what he needed. A nice eternal tome from the warden to protect as those troops path over the town hall and knock it up hard. The first inferno tower being engaged, and it is wiped out. A multi in the bottom corner is going to require heal spells though, and Eve Muffin is not too shy to drop it in. The first one's down and the second will be coming in short after, but keep an eye on the queen up top. She has got to survive the scatter shot and Eagle artillery raining down hellfire on the main phase of the attack.
The queen will get through there and take down that scatter. It's going to be on the hogs and miners to finish off that bottom portion because the queen is back to full health. Hogs and miners, do your job, and we're going to get a triple here for Eve Muffin. This is going to be a nice finish. The queen stuck on a wall. He did try to wall break, but the wall breaker went to a more interior compartment. But check this one out. This is exactly what Muffin was looking for. Didn't waste any time, set that quick funnel, and pushed his troop inside the base. And it's exactly what they needed. This is what 11 Original needed to do with this attack. Respond with the 3-star, get themselves back in the ballgame.
11 Original will hang on. This is exactly the sort of offense that we have been waiting so long to see from them. Now, with two really strong strikes back to back, they will be down to start in Nishang Dance. Only one single building stands across 4 attacks so far. But unfortunately for 11 Original, it was on the other side of the map. They pick up a triple here and will still be able to survive. But Banks, I think it's still in Nishang Dance's favor.
Indeed it is. Half a percentage separates them, but we also have that additional star that 11 Original need to make up at some point during this war. But what an incredible attack by GYY, I have to say, from Nishang Dance. Absolutely obliterated that base. So 11 Original on the back foot right now, but we still have plenty to go, Bash.
In their first matchup today, Sue was the lowest attacker with a 2-star 88%. Just wrap your head around that. A 2-star 88% was Nishang Dance's lowest attack. He's going to come in with that Queen Charge hybrid and look to respond with a 3-star and get himself back in the game mentally and get his team even further. Starting off this Queen Charge, he does have the wall breaker coming in, but that wall breaker going to a different compartment. Maybe not what he was looking for there, Woody.
The furthest that 11 Original ever advanced in a monthly qualifier was to the semifinals, and it was because of Nishang Dance in the August qualifier that they were eliminated. They are seeking revenge, but it seems like it's playing out the same way as before, as right now the 13-10 star win that Nishang Dance had last time is still the storyline of the day right now. Nishang Dance's Sue was one of the players to get a triple against 11 Original last time, and with a deep charge over on the right side corner, this queen ought to be able to take down the enemy Eagle artillery if she can just hop over that wall. Finish it off somehow. She's going to go on the clan castle first, though, Bash. Where's she going after that?
He's going to try to push her towards the town hall with the hybrid coming in at that top portion. He tried to wall break in here, but the queen was able to sneak in there. She'll break through this wall and be able to get to the town hall, and he's got a really great shape for this hybrid. A good path down and through the base. Warden ability comes out early to protect everything through here, and I like the way this is moving. Queen's going to have no issue getting this town hall down with her ability still in hand, and this is off to an amazing start for Sue. I think we may be looking at another 3-star for Nishang Dance.
Heal spells all deployed, and Sue just has a rage to stack on the back, but it looks like he's gonna survive. This attack is going great. Sue holding on to that royal champion, the royal champion and the archer queen's ability until the very end. Just one single target inferno left, but now that it's already locked on to Hog Riders, he should have no trouble ripping it apart. Nishang Dance are undefeatable right now. 3 attacks and 3 stars each. That's a total of 9 on the board, and 11 Original Original, if you thought that they were doing well with a 99 and a 100% off their first two, man, have they really got their work still cut out for them as Sue keeps the pressure going strong.
Woody with the quick math, perfect 3 for 3. Nishang Dance bringing the heater. 11 Original. The pressure is on. You have to keep it going. You have to respond with another 3-star here on this next attack because Nishang Dance is not backing down. They're not giving you any space. Oh man, this is a crazy close war right now. Eve Mark's going to have to come in and step up to the plate next for 11 Original, Woody.
Frustration and exasperation on the faces of the 11 Original players, but it is just the playbook for Nishang Dance. I mean, take a look at their mascot. Their shield has got a phoenix on there, for God's sake, Clash Bashing. That is proof positive that they know that they are never out of it until they're out of it. They may be in the lower bracket, but just like a phoenix, they are seeking to rise from the ashes, and with 3 stars already, teams on the upper bracket have got to be shaking in their boots.
Rise from the ashes indeed. Nishang Dance did not get beat by much. One building, so they really are deserving here to rise up from the ashes. But you know 11 Original isn't going to back down. They're not intimidated. They've been on the grand stage before. They played in multiple events. Let's go ahead and see what Eve Mark's got for us. We got the Royal Champion starting in here. Look at all of those skeletons spawning out of that trap. The Royal Champion goes down perhaps a little prematurely.
Low start for Eve Mark, but remember, he was the only player on this squad to get the triple for his squad. So if there's anyone here who's going to keep them in it, it's got to be Mark. He has set his eyes high on that 3-star, but it is slow going so far, Bash. I'm just waiting for some fireworks to start going off. He's mashed his way through the bottom right side of this base, but hasn't really encountered much of the juicy big core defenses up top yet. He'll have an easy stab at the town hall, but 3 stars is going to be a long slog to reach it.
And we see that double poison coming in to slow down the Headhunter, slow down those super minions. But it's going to force the Queen's ability. He has to use a freeze. That's 3 spells committed to the Clan Castle troops alone. Going to go ahead and drop another freeze to ensure that the Queen gets the town hall. Just barely gets the town hall down, and he's setting up for a decent path for his Lalo. Gonna go ahead and zap out. I think that was an air sweeper right there. I like it, Woody. Flying in now from that 2 o'clock position.
That seemed almost as if he was holding on to that lightning spell to drop on the town hall in case the Queen hadn't finished it off. We're watching now as the lava hounds are getting heated up by an Inferno. It doesn't completely go down though, and Eve Mark will still have a little bit of protection out in front. He's saving 10 of the balloons, just drop on the top left side of the map and provide additional support. Lava hounds still going out in front, blocking for some of these balloons, but a multi-target Inferno starting to heat them up pretty fast. That's going to be a haste spell to get them on the target again. Tesla's popping up all around. Big air bombs exploding in the balloons' faces. A defensive Royal Champion stabbing away at the Grand Warden, and that's a big loss for Mark.
The Warden goes down. These balloons are taking some damage, but there's not too many defenses up. They had to get past that Royal Champion to have a shot. Oh my goodness, get in there. Oh, the balloons are going down, Woody. I think also, just to be clear, you cannot zap a town hall.
Oh, sorry. I know chat's already on my case for that one.
I just wanted to be clear. I caught it. I was like, no, Woody, no. But it's okay. It's all right. We're all good. I think he was saving those zaps in case he had to go right at the town hall. He would have zapped out the other sweeper, which was pointing towards the town hall. But it's okay. We're all good there. But Mark, oh man, not getting the job done, not getting the 3-star. Devastation for 11 Original.
A little bit of cleanup along the outer edges now. I don't think that lava pup is going to be able to finish off the clan castle, but Eve Mark is left short. 2-star and 90%. You'll now see that overall destruction ticking up to 96.3. And I got to say, Vash, if you told me that a team with 96.3% would be behind by this much after 3 attacks, I would be really surprised. But the only way you can get that is from a perfect performance, and Nishang Dance have delivered it so far. Will Tian be the next to keep this team going? He was also one of the players who scored a 3-star back the last time Nishang Dance danced against 11 Original. Their partners in crime are going to be crying tonight if Tian can do the same as he did last time.
This is a really interesting attack here. This is more of an old school traditional P.E.K.K.A smash here. We got 3 P.E.K.K.As, we got some bowlers in there, 8 bowlers to support, and then some witches to help with the funnel and maybe the outside cleanup. Gonna start with that queen charge. I like this. This is a really classic attack that was really popular like Town Hall 12, early Town Hall 13 days. Let's see how Tien can get moving here. It looks like he's got that battle blimp selected. We may see an epic flight across this base with the Warden ability to get that blimp to the Town Hall.
This is a huge army that Tian's built up. The P.E.K.K.As are going in deep on the top corner, but I'm a little bit worried about where the pathing is going to go after that. He didn't bring any additional jump spells besides just the one, so as soon as he makes it into the core, he's going to have a tough time chopping through the remaining maxed out walls here. He's raged up his troops though, and a big hurdle protect them as soon as the damage start coming in. Holds onto it, and there he pops it just so that battle blimp can make it all the way to the Town Hall, Bash.
That Town Hall falls, and the raged P.E.K.K.As are going to do their best to shred through this wall. As you mentioned, only the one jump, but the P.E.K.K.A's able to beat through there. Looks like we got some witches out of the Clan Castle, a headhunter, maybe one witch, a couple of headhunters, and some archers. If he can get through this final set of walls, he's really got a nice path through the back of the base with the Royal Champion at full health and the Queen with her still ability. This is looking pretty good, Woody.
Yeah, heroes should not be underestimated. Just because there's not very many troops on the map doesn't mean that this is over yet for Tian. He's got a minute and a half left and really doesn't have very many walls to hop over at this point. There's little gaps on the bottom corner there for him to be able to walk in and out of. Royal Champion and an Archer Queen have got plenty of range to knock down all the buildings that remain, so it's just a matter of marching through. Tesla pops up and will take care of the wizard that was over on the left side, trying to get the cleanup started a bit early here. Not great news for Tian, but he should have plenty of time to get it done. With 3 stars already, it looks like we're just about to see our fourth, and Nishang Dance might have secured their advancement. With 12 total, 11 original is going to have a really tough time, even if they get back-to-back triples on their last hits. Nishang Dance looks cleared for landing.
Nishang Dance coming in with the performance we knew they were capable of. That Royal Champion had to be the MVP finishing off this base. Look at that. Queen's ability still in hand, and it's another 3-star for Nishang Dance. 11 original going to need to keep their hopes alive with a 3-star. I feel like I keep repeating that, but I couldn't emphasize it enough. It's tough to go up against a clan that's hitting on perfect cylinders here, Woody.
Well, the Phoenix flies tonight. Excitement and applause from teammates on the Nishang Dance side. Their MVP Tian has held his head high with another triple. Perfect war so far. We haven't seen one anywhere in this World Championship Finals match, but Nishang Dance might be the team to do it. It's rare that a team in the lower bracket is the talk of the day, but if they get the only perfect war, that is what everyone is going to be thinking about tonight, Bash.
What a way this would be to finish off the day, Woody. Day 1 of Worlds, and we're on the cusp. I don't want to jinx it, but you already said the words. We're on the cusp of a perfect war. 11 original. Eve Passy going to come in here with the hybrid, looking to keep his team alive. You know, we're not going to throw in the towel for the squad, although it looks really, really grim for them. You never know what could happen in those final attacks. This Queen is going to charge into the scatter shot in that Royal Champion compartment and just set up nice pathing here for the hybrid.
Pass the salsa because this entry is spicy. Pase picante on the top corner. Archer Queen's going to get a shot at that scatter shot as well, but that's just one of many compartments in this base. Really well isolated, spread out, and difficult to approach, but not too much of a worry for the main army. Hogs and miners can jump and dig underneath these walls. It's just keeping an eye on this Archer Queen that's going to occupy Pase's time now. Gets the poison down and a rage and a jump on top. He is really meant to keep her going the distance. Siege Barracks goes down to get a little bit of additional funneling job done over on the left corner and get a nice entry point here. I guess the Hog was looking for a spring trap or something over there by the mortar, but nonetheless, the main phase of the hit is coming in, Bash.
The Queen staying alive, and here comes that hybrid, as you mentioned, right at the Town Hall. I was a little bit concerned about the pathing, but he used that Siege Barracks to cut a nice little funnel over there on that left-hand side. Queen's still going really strong. Town Hall falls with that Warden protecting the troops, and all he has to do is get through. But we see this time and time again. The Eagle, finishing on the Eagle can be really, really rough for a hybrid attack. He's going to have to use these heals wisely and push these troops through these strong defenses.
And 14 left for the remaining cleanup, and I'm feeling pretty good that this is going to be a triple. Posse is not ready to let his team down, and he is still going in strong. Archer Queen still holding on to her ability, and there's nothing really left to stop her on this map. No Infernos left. It's just a matter of time, if you ask me. With a little bit of cleanup coming in along the outer edge, archers and minions should help finish off the external storages, and I guess the Eagle Artillery will stand till the very end, but Posse is ready to knock it down. The hammer blows from these hogs are devastating. He has done it, Bash.
What an attack, and that just goes to show you the value of a great queen charge. That was well executed, got exactly what he wanted out of that queen charge, set up nicely with the king, and look at that, the queen's at full health at the end of the raid with her ability, and it's a 3-star for 11 original. The response, but it's going to be all on Nishang Dance's next attack. Thanks, can they do it?
I mean, the perfect war. We're in the running for one right now. Parsi putting up an incredible performance with that amazing triple we just saw, but it just seems that Nishang Dance are unstoppable in this particular war, pulling out all the stops to remain in the competition and make sure they get through into day 2. So let's just see what eVision and Unit, what Unit can bring to the table right now, Woody.
I noticed right at the end of that last attack that a couple of Seeking Airlines popped out of the Nishang Dance base. It seems like they were anticipating an attack from a different angle than we saw there. So Posse, really hats off to him for finishing that one off. But it's all about these last 2 hits. Nishang Dance with a 2-star lead just need to get another couple and they will guarantee advancement in this World Championship match. They could also do it with apparently a 1-star and 90%, much more likely to be able to get the double here, but let's not count any possibilities out for Unique. Just like the other players that I've given a shout out to already, Unique got a 3-star in the last war against 11 Original and is primed to do it again, seeking a perfect war, Ash.
Seeking the perfect war indeed, and if you remember, Woody, you mentioned the previous matchup, he hit that 3-star. But you remember in the last matchup, he had that so close, 99%. The tornado trap cost him, but he's off to a good, strong start here as that queen takes down the Royal Champion. The King's going to push his Royal Champion in towards the Eagle Artillery. I like what he's doing. He is setting up really, really nicely for this Lalo phase. He's got 30 total balloons. He still has 1 more lightning spell with 3 haste and 2 freezes. It's going to be a strong push through here. He's going to be able to get that queen down, and he pulled out the tornado trap. Oh man, I like what he's doing. Popping off that Royal Champion Seeking Shield, gonna get down more key defenses. Wow, Woody, what an opener.
It is never good news when your Eagle goes down before it's even been activated. Unique saw a perfect opportunity to penetrate defenses along the left side of this map, and just with his hero staff has taken down almost 40% of this base. Impressive value for our final striker here, but he spent a lot of time doing it, and that's just 1:20 left for the remaining cleanup. Remember, a 1-star 90% or a 2-star would be enough to guarantee Nishang Dance to move on, but they have got their sights set on the perfect war. They will be satisfied with nothing less. Balloons are coming in hot. Battle blimp straight toward the town hall. Freezes out to protect him with the drop. They have done it. Nishang Dance are moving on.
Unique gonna try to finish this base off with a 3-star, getting his team into day 2 of the World Championships, but he's not satisfied until he sees 3 stars scroll across that screen, and he just may very well do it here, Woody. Tons of balloons up and no splash damage to show up. Oh my goodness, I love it. Headhunters coming in to slow down that king, and they will clean up on the top side. Unique has done it. Nishang Dance is gonna get our first perfect war of this World Championship.
Unique. That means there is none other like him. Nishang Dance will put the final nail in 11 Originals' coffin, and they have gotten the first perfect war in the Clash of Clans World Championship 2020. Awesome job to them, and definitely well-deserved applause and celebration on their side of the map. That really stands out, Bash.
Oh, I love seeing the player reactions there. That's such a cool thing. The great team win there. eVision gonna look to go out on a high note. GG to 11 Original. They will be eliminated from this World Championships after this final attack, but nothing but love to this squad that we've seen in multiple events, multiple qualifiers. These guys came out, and it's hard to compete with the perfect war. How do you compete with the perfect war, Woody?
I don't know. Try to get one yourself, I guess, is the only answer there, but I think that the only matter of competition that 11 Original could have improved on was base design. I mean, with 10 stars already and going into their 5th and final attack, they could get it up to 13. That's at least average attacking for a Clash of Clans World Championship team. It was just their defenses that didn't hold up and stacked against Nishang Dance, a squad that got 13 stars in their previous war, very close to 14, might be one of the strongest offensive teams in this championship match. They were just simply outclassed. So hats off to our wildcard team, 11 Original. They have got a walk-off performance now from eVision, looking for another triple to bring his team's total up to 13. That average destruction of 97.2%, so impressive for Eve. But in the end, it was down to stars, and Nishang Dance were the team to advance.
What a performance, man. I am so impressed by Nishang Dance today. They were on the cusp of 14. They put up 15 here. You got to think moving into day 2, they are going to be one of our stronger competitors. They are in that lower bracket, so they do have to be careful. But, man, they are putting up nice scores. But let's not take away from eVision's attack here as he works in towards that Town Hall. The Warden's ability is going to go ahead and protect these witches and skeletons. Actually, no, he didn't even need the Warden's ability because they were so far back. He's going to be able to save that Warden's ability and keep these troops moving through. Hog Rider's working towards that Expo, and he's off. I like the way this is shaping up, Woody.
Eye of Thundera gives him sight beyond sight, and he peers into the distance to look for another 3-star. A constellation appearing before him as witches spread out across this base have made it all the way to the final back lines of GYY's setup. A graveyard of bones summoning so much annihilation onto these defenses will not be denied. Great job to eVision. Puts the final shot in and takes home another triple. A lot to be proud of for this squad, but it is double elimination, and this being their second loss, they are sent packing. Congratulations once again to Nishang Dance. Take it away, Banks.
There you have it, our first perfect war of the weekend. Nishang Dance will be advancing to day 2, which means, unfortunately, 11 Original will be sent home. You know that you just can't falter at this stage of the competition, but it's certainly commendable for 11 Original making it this far in the Clash of Clans World Championships. But congratulations to Nishang Dance as the balloon flies across our screen. 11 Original can leave with their heads held high with such a fantastic performance, but Nishang Dance was simply better on the day. So let's just have a quick look at their stats. Look at these, Bash. There's your perfect war.
Ooh. We were looking for it all day, and Nishang Dance made it happen. Really well executed attacks around. Those were all pretty convincing, and they did it. 11 Original was right there on the cusp of 14 with that time fail, but Nishang Dance just overpowered them.
Amazing to think at this stage in the competition, you would actually probably expect a 97.8% destruction average. Just doesn't quite cut the mustard. But Nishang Dance going through to tomorrow. Vatang are going to face Queen Walkers, and the loser of that matchup will face off against Nishang Dance. But what an incredible performance, and that was one for the viewers, that one for sure. And to help us guide you through one of those more impressive attacks from that war, of which there were many, it's Carbon Finn at the Telestrator.
Thank you, Banks. Yes, we're going to be taking a look at Tion's attack for Nishang Dance, and he's coming in with kind of that bowler smash, kind of the zap bowler smash, Yeti smash, where actually doesn't have the Yeti, but he's going to take the blimp, right? So we're going to keep an eye out what that blimp is going to be used for. Uses the standard lightning to help take down the single target inferno section, right? This goes down, which means now you could either go with a Queen Walk or a Warden Walk in that certain section. What does a Warden Walk do? Well, it's safer. It can take down the buildings, but the Queen Walk is riskier, but it's quicker and faster. And sometimes you need to be able to do that. If you know where the queen's going to go, you definitely know she's going to go the right way, then and the queen walk is the right choice if she can grab the same amount of defenses and be safe. So now what is this looking at? So we're going to go ahead and pause it and take a look. This is the alley that he wants everything to charge through. The one jump spell will give him access to what? Right here, he can get into the multi, the scatter shot, and the Eagle artillery. That is huge. That is a ton of value right there, because now the blimp he could drop that can go all the way for the town hall. That's the thing he wants to take down. The blimp is going to make it all. He's keeping his eye on that blimp. If there's any sneaking air mines, if something's going to stop it, he's going to pop that War Internal Tome. But since he's able to take down the Eagle artillery, he's able to take down that scatter shot as well with just the one jump, so he can get the incredible value, move his way through, poisons that clan castle that does come out right there, and now he can decide to be patient and drop that royal champion somewhere in the base. And it's kind of, that's where you can become very flexible, right? And you can see that royal champion, she's coming in from the right side to help clear that. But the big thing you need to identify is the lightning is meant to grab a section, is help to clear a certain section of the base, and then the bowler push through is meant to go through the rest of it with the one jump. As long as that jump can get you those key value targets like a scatter shot, an Eagle artillery, it gets you both through that section, then you know you can do an attack just like this with the blimp flying across, going all the way for the town hall. And Tian does it here for Nishan Dance. And unfortunately, 11 Original has been eliminated from the World Finals here. Incredible that they put up a perfect war. Banks, I just can't believe we just saw our perfect war here today in the World Finals.
I know, absolutely incredible. But thank you so much, Carbon. And we look forward to hearing more from you tomorrow. 8 clans have now dipped their toe into the World Finals, and we have 6 remaining in the fight. So, Woody, if you had to pick a specific clan, I think I know the answer to this already, but if you had to pick a clan that impressed you the most today, who would you go for?
Based solely on the impression of these matches, it's gotta be Nishan Dance. The highest hit rate of any squad today, coming in at 80%, and an overall destruction approaching 99%. I mean, they might have lost to the Queen Walkers, but it was a really tough war, and I expect to see them do well in the bottom of the bracket tomorrow.
And Bash, do you think Nishan Dance as well?
Absolutely. They were my favorite going into this, or one of my favorite picks going into this. It's such a hard bracket to really pick, but I don't think you can take away from Queen Walkers with that performance against Nishan Dance. It's going to be a crazy day 2, man. Day 1 was exciting. Day 2 is going to be only better.
Yes, you're right with that. Well, this is the competition that allows you to claim the coveted title of World Champion, so you better bring your A game. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you to Woody, Carbon, Bash, Judo, and Lady B for all of your hard work, and the production team for making this amazing virtual studio that I'm stood in right now. Tomorrow, we're going to find out who has the nerve to battle it out against the best clans in the business. Once again, trying to claim that spot in World Championships Sunday, where the World Champions Trophy and the $1 million prize pool awaits. You're not going to want to miss it. So you know where we'll be, right back here at 4 p.m. CET. My name is Banks, and I'll see you then.
fire one more time. We played really well. They are actually awesome. So let's complete our clan right now. We'll soon be participating in the World Clan War. Alright? We just have to stay tuned for that. Okay, let's give it a donation. Home server is asking right now. Alright? Let's see who else is asking for what. Okay, we can give him wall wrapper. We can give him Pekka. Alright. All set and all done. Nobody's looking for anything else here. All we can do is we can directly attack, and we need to prepare something more powerful, but that's really okay. Let's go with the works directly. Prepare another freeze and we'll seize machine. And as you know, our focus is some trophies that will improve our attack as well as challenges too. Alright, there's not good loot. Let's move the second one. Alright, there's good loot, but the base is so typical. Look at the queen now. Right. This is exactly what I was looking for. Anyways, let's move from here so that we can get through walls directly, and our archer queen would be able to get into it. Alright? perfectly okay. That's a good one. Alright, so here we are one more time. Let's complete our training. Through this we can see our status of event. 4 more fights to go. Alright. Let's try a whole new different strategy now. Let's see what happens then. We'll soon make it. So here we are one more time, and as our army is training, we don't have anything else to look at here except this one. We'll be having more of the loot available in 36 minutes 20 seconds to go, so we'll soon achieve that too. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much for being a part of these videos. I'll soon be back. Bye bye.